But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Friday. Is that song still popular?
Still?
Oh, boy. Joe Piscopo, huh?
Oh, wait, what?
A lot of people talking about the Joe Piscopo from yesterday.
My God.
He's calling in today.
Yes, he is.
Yes, stay tuned, people, because we are getting a phone call from the one and only Joe Piscopo, who called, I guess, Roland yesterday, personally, and was inquiring about an appearance on this very program. I saw his Twitter yesterday because I noticed a few people were tweeting him and us attached and commenting on what they had heard yesterday.
In a good way?
Oh, no.
No, huh?
And so I was like, all right, let me click on Joe Piscopo's Twitter and click follow, which I did.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes, I got a DM from Joe Piscopo saying, Anthony, is this really you? There's a lot of clutter here. I miss you guys. And to which I threw my phone down and didn't look at it for the rest of the night out of fear and embarrassment.
Fear and embarrassment.
It's terrible.
Did I tell you the truest thing ever said was by Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yeah.
When she said, you forget that there's a real person attached to it.
Yes.
I remember that.
Oh.
Oops. So, we'll have fun with Joe Piscopo today.
Yeah.
You know, we got to talk to him, I guess,
of course.
after yesterday.
What a weird week, because we messed with Ralphie May.
Yes.
And then he calls.
We squared it with him.
And now we messed with Joe Piscopo, and he's calling today.
He's going to call today. And
he misses us.
He misses us.
He never did us wrong.
No.
And every time he pops in, he's happy,
he's
energetic, and ready to go.
Very charitable guy. I mean,
his Sinatra's terrific. I got to tell you that much.
I don't know why you guys didn't dig this special. I enjoyed it.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
He tweeted on Opie and Anthony tomorrow, 9 a.m., meaning today, obviously. Ask and you shall receive.
I guess he asked and he received.
No, the fans asked.
Oh.
So he goes, ask
Yeah.
and you shall receive.
It was.
Wow, is this guy delusional?
It was like him getting a lot of tweets from people saying, hey, you should be on O&A.
Were the tweets good, Sam?
Oh,
They
boy.
must have been good, right?
There was already, even after he wrote that, ask and you shall receive,
Yeah.
somebody quoted him and then wrote, I am already uncomfortable.
Oh, boy. Uncomfortable is the word that best fits that segment. I was reading a lot of tweets as the replay went on and after people listened to that segment.
Yeah.
And uncomfortable was the key word.
We could pretty much replay that entire bit this weekend. It went on a
yeah.
little long, but I told Ant before the show, it's very, very rare that I get very uncomfortable in here.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta did it to me once. People asked me about that. No, I wasn't uncomfortable this time.
He was
No,
great.
Ray was
But the
great,
first time
man.
he came in, I was really uncomfortable and intimidated by the guy.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't happen
fucking
a
Liotta.
lot.
It's pretty cool.
But I told Ant yesterday was a lot of fun, but it went from, getting extremely uncomfortable, which is rare for me.
Yeah.
And then I felt sorry for the guy. And then I kind of just got depressed. There were a lot of different emotions there.
That was a very, emotion-laden segment.
But I just feel like he fucked up his special.
Yeah.
Yeah, the editing was horrendous. They showed all the times he was uncomfortable on that stage, and you could edit that.
Yeah.
You could take care of that in post, as they call it.
Yeah.
I was just saying, and anyway, and all those nervous little ticks.
Yeah, the nervous little.
When you know something's not working.
When he goes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like all that should have just been ripped right out of there.
Punchline, you cut away to an audience member. You'll find him.
Yeah.
You'll find him. Whatever.
Yeah.
So he'll be calling in today at 9 o'clock. Nice.
All right. Looking forward to it.
I want to thank Meatball Obsession.
Oh, my God.
Or is it Obsessions? They were in here yesterday doing a little plug-olo, which was nice. And I've been shitting meatballs ever since, so I want to thank that guy. They were so good, I ate them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
That's all I ate yesterday.
That's crazy.
I had one bite. It was amazing.
That and a juice from my favorite juice place.
Oh, of course,
a vegetable
dude.
juice.
Meatballs and a vegetable juice?
A vegetable juice. That's a good dinner right there.
What's that like coming out?
Looks like you got ass cancer. if you need to know. And when you do some of these vegetable juices and you forget, and then you do your thing in the morning.
Scares you.
You look at the toilet, you think you have ass cancer.
You got all scared?
God forbid, because I know people suffer from that.
My God.
No, because the whole thing turns red from the beet juice. From the beets.
Right. I ate much too much yesterday. I just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I ate those fucking meatballs yesterday in here like crazy.
They're good.
After my sandwich.
Yeah.
I went home and I stayed in the city, and then I went out to dinner last night, ate too much. And then on the way back to the apartment, it was a good idea to stop at the deli and grab some beef jerky.
What?
Love beef jerky.
Do you really? That's your thing?
Fucking just sitting there with a beer and beef jerky.
What kind?
I like teriyaki.
There's a teriyaki one? Because they've gotten out of control with the beef jerky. I know that much.
Yeah.
I was never really a fan.
Oh, do I love a good jerky.
When I was living in Western New York, they used to make homemade beef jerky.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the deer. The deer
Oh,
meat.
some venison jerky.
Yes, homemade venison. They called it beef jerky, even though it was venison, I guess. But
Yeah.
it was all right. They would smoke that shit. You didn't eat a lot of venison, right?
No, not a big fan of the venison.
When you're in an area where they hunt a lot,
Yeah, you got
you can't avoid it. Venison chili that tastes a little gamey and greasy if it's not done right.
That's what it is. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I've had
fucking-
venison where it's really good, and then others that think they know what they're doing. You go to their house and a deer's just hanging in their fucking garage.
Yeah.
They're bleeding it out.
Throat slit like
Right.
a serial killer.
It's still breathing.
Right. Tomorrow we're going to make chili for the Bills game.
Great.
Everyone gets excited, and then you can just see the layer of gamey grease on top.
Ah.
Oh, my God.
No, you soak that up with your bread.
Not me.
Do I?
Man.
Yeah.
I bet you Ted Nugent knows how to make venison well. That's what, he eats a lot of that shit. He probably makes it well, him and his wife.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. I think we figured it out. Chicken is delicious. Beef is delicious.
Yeah.
People try to make venison delicious. It's, like I said, I've had it where it's all right.
Yeah, we got the
That
good,
buffalo
tasty
burger
meat.
where it's the buffalo, no, I don't think so.
I don't think there's enough fat in buffalo.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that lean chop meat. Chop meat that's too lean. Ugh. No.
You need a belly hanging off the
Yeah,
animal
you need some fat.
to show that they're
on that shit.
a little lazy.
A nice marbling like E-Rock. E-Rock would be tasty. A nice marbled slice of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make fun of him, but if the shit's going down, he's going to feed us
He's
well.
the first one that fucking goes. His throat slit hanging up in the garage.
As zombies are attacking, we'll be somewhere going, you know what? E-Rock's delicious.
E-Rock's delicious.
God, let's ration this, because this shit is good.
Some E-Rock bacon.
The fucking meatballs.
Yeah, that was good shit though, man. We rode down the elevator with him. He's just fucking spouting off about his meatballs. Right, we get it. They're delicious.
And I went to the skin doctor again yesterday.
Oh,
And I got to thank Tom. I got to thank Tom Chiasano,
yeah.
who had a major bout with skin cancer.
Ooh.
He was checking out at one point years ago, and he survived big time.
He's a survivor.
And he used to talk to me about it when we worked with him. Tom Chiasano was a fucking stand-up guy. I liked him a lot. I really did. And there was no reason for him to like us, but he did. And I respect that a lot. Because, he worked for the other guy and all that. And he was forced to work with us and all that at first. But he had an open mind and really appreciated what we did and just was a stand-up guy. He was management, so we had our issues, obviously. But I respect him on so many levels. Anyway, because of his skin cancer, I started going to the skin doctor. And I got fucking pre skin cancer.
Ow.
And I had more of it fucking burned off my hands last night.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah. But if you go early,
Yeah.
and this is the speech I'm making today, you could take care of this shit. My problem is all those years caddying. I was telling my skin doctor yesterday, like when you walk down a golf course as a caddy, you present your hands to the sun. Because this is how you carry golf bags. You put your hands on top of the woods. Makes it easier to carry the bags. You know what I'm saying?
So you're through the strap, and then you kind of
like this.
Yes.
I'm showing you.
Oh boy.
So you're just
Your hands are out in front like Frankenstein almost.
Yeah, your hands are just baking day after day, and especially back then, no one put lotion on their hands. You might put it on your face or the back of your neck, but
Be a man.
never on your hands. Why would you do that? You would look like a girl lotioning up your fucking hands,
Exactly.
right? So that's my problem area. But they're catching it nice and early. over and over again. And she's like, don't even fucking worry about it. As long as you keep coming in and stuff and we're on top of it, you'll be fine. And it's the other skin cancer, I guess, which is not as dangerous as the moles.
Oh, boy.
Got to check those moles.
Now I want to go to the doctor.
Why?
No reason. I'm just thinking of fucking. I'm a moly boy.
Are you a moly little boy? Moly.
But my point is this. My skin doctor is really hot. And
Give me his name.
That old gag. I love it.
and I took pleasure in a sick way. Like, you sit here for 5 hours a day, more or less. I mean, we're on four, sometimes a little less than
Bring a
4.
change.
We are sitting for about 5. And then I decided to walk to the skin doctor, which was a long walk all the way across Central Park and all that.
Yeah.
So I was a bit gamey
Oh, no.
and sweaty.
Oh, no.
And I took great pleasure in the fact that I had my full body check yesterday, and she actually has to lift up my onion knee bag to check for skin.
And she's hot?
Your balls stunk.
I would have to say they did. Yes.
What, were you sunning your taint back in the day?
Yeah, exactly. Should have seen how he carried that third bag.
Yeah, where he put the putter.
But I think you're.
The old smelly putter.
But I think if you're a disgusting fat body,
Yeah.
you're not getting the ball lift. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
theory. So I'm thinking that I'm doing all right still, because I'm thinking if I was a messy slob, she's not fucking lifting your ball bag.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
she's only lifting the ball bag of the guy she kind of finds all right. Yeah, he's all right.
Is it very
He's keeping it
technical
together?
when she lifts it up, or does she brush against your cock, too, a little bit with the hand?
Well, the beauty is you keep your underpants on. She goes right from your toes all the way to your head, and then she starts like going up the leg, and you know it's coming, and then she pulls down your underpants.
What if you have a rod? Do you get plumped up at all?
Nah, man. In those situations, I've always been able to keep it under control because I think.
But
that,
do you have to keep it under control, or would you be able to just rod out
that would
at
be,
some point?
Then what do you do?
I know, right?
Then you look like. I always feel like you just look like a complete asshole. So I just make sure like that's not going to happen. I mean,
That's great.
It's got good presentation.
Yeah.
You got to have a good
You want good
presentation.
presentation.
But like we've discussed on this show, you could go a little too far where the girls know. All right, that's not good presentation, asshole.
Yeah.
You're
You're
got a
plumping
semi.
up. Right,
you got
right.
a semi.
You got to make it look like that's you just on an average day, just pulling your pants down. But then one little pump of blood too much, and it looks like, all right, you're getting a hard on.
It's a fine line between
Right,
a
yes,
good presentation
yes.
and you're a fucking creep. You're trying to make believe this is you, but you got a semi. You asshole.
Right.
Don't let it. Don't plump it where you like. You ever tighten up?
It could twitch.
Yeah, it's like the fucking the hat tip. of your cock.
Tip of the hat. How do you do? How do you do?
Hey, partner.
Yeah, you don't want it to twitch. You just want it to kind of hang there, plumped up, but still look like it's got some gravity curve to it.
Yeah.
Once it starts sticking straight out a little bit.
Straight out. It can't be
Yeah.
pushed forward at all from your body.
Right. It's just, there's a fine line. Ladies, you
Fine
have no
line.
idea what a chore it is to own one of these.
So I feel like I'm doing all right still. If the hot skin doctor definitely went for make sure the ball bag's okay.
Yeah.
I assume on a lot of people she just ignores that like what are the odds? So get your stupid skin checked. That's my public service announcement today.
A little
For me
PSA.
for my stupid caddying days.
Oh, Jesus.
But they don't tell you because I've been walking away from that office. I've been doing this for a couple of years now since Tom Chiusano. So how many years is that? 3 years, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, that's pre. So then I go home like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I finally asked him yesterday. I go, look, this pre that you're burning off today. I go, if I just let that go 2 years, what's the deal? She goes, oh, we would have to probably cut it out, but you would be fine. I'm like, really?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm thinking pre means
Here comes the pre.
you fast forward and you see yourself in a horrible situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, you got to make sure, I guess.
Yeah, stay on top of that shit.
This guy has moles on both sides of his ball bag. They. All right.
Jesus Christ.
I got to take this call. Savage Animal in Rockland. Go ahead, sir.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Yeah, on my inner thigh, on both sides of my fucking balls. And I heard the doctor out in the hallway going, "Oh, you'll take it off." She was arguing with her staff which one of them was going to remove it from my inner thigh.
They didn't want to.
And you're in the room?
I was in the room, and they were out in the hallway.
Jesus. That's funny, man. That's sad, I guess.
Somebody stole my wallet.
I'm a little out of shape. I'm not a fucking 400-pound man. Come on.
Right. I think, and this office I go to, there's a bunch of really good-looking, women, and there's always a different assistant when I'm there. So I think they really have a good time with the body checks. They get to see cock.
I'm sorry, Hope. I didn't mean to.
Nah, I don't care. It was just a dumb thing anyway.
In this office, there were nothing but fours. Not one of them was cracked. It's like, who the fuck are you to argue?
Yeah. All right, Savage Animal. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddies.
All right.
Oh, God.
What happened?
No, nothing.
Oh.
I was just contemplating.
I mean, I could talk about skin shit for another 20 minutes if you want.
I think you did a all right job on the public service announcement.
You want to move on? Because I have a few more stories.
I don't know about. We talked about this in the past about going to the doctor and showering beforehand. Like, I don't know about the long sweaty walk to the doctor when they gotta do some kind. Maybe if he's just checking a sore throat or something. But
she checks your hiney too. So she
Jesus.
goes, "All right, turn over," and I'm like, "Oh God, why didn't I?"
She spread them.
She didn't spread. No.
Oh Jesus.
Got to get right in there, though, right? You never know where those cancer cells might be hiding. You got to. That's what she said to her.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's just weird, though.
Fucking the stench emanating. Was there a sweat stench?
Don't you feel kind of vulnerable if you're on your belly when a doctor, like when I'm like laying on my back, like, yeah, check whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But then when you roll over, it seems a little.
Yeah, don't you hate when they always say, "Look, you don't have to hold your buttocks open for us. We know we're good."
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you got in there good and deep.
Want to make sure you could check properly.
Do ladies even have a clue how good that is to a guy when they reach down and first grab that fucking cock of yours?
I would imagine.
It's fucking great, ladies. Thank you. Thanks for that.
I think they appreciate it good.
That fucking, that first fucking, bah, where they just grab that thing.
I gotta ask my
Wonderful.
in-laws. I gotta ask my in-laws, when do they listen exactly?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You just tell them it's for the show.
For the show. It's for the show.
I said that for the show.
It's for the show. I know they make coffee right around now, and I know that radio's on, and they're listening to us. So I got to figure out where the window is, where we could, get some of the dirty stuff done,
The filth-ridden shit.
Yeah.
By the way, with Bobo, did you see Bobo? Well, you blocked Bobo.
No, don't
I saw
even
his
bring it
tweet.
up.
No, it was the fact that he wanted to make it sound like it was so spontaneous. His idea was to come in and sing a Christmas song yesterday, of course, because Patty came in and did it. He thinks that's the way to get on the show. Yeah, I read that. I'm like, oh God.
You killed it during the Starker Patty Christmas song, and we have the video. I'm going to put it up. Actually, it's on private right now. I just got
Patty was great yesterday.
I just got to make it public on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. But Anthony fucking just see, it's right here.
Ooh.
But no one can see it yet.
Oh, Patty.
You fucking killed it yesterday. So
That was a pisser. Her singing her dumb songs.
I'll try to make that public during the break. But there you go.
Patty.
So anyway, the skin doctor. Well, that's all I have today. Skin doctor and shitting meatballs.
Yeah, it's a fucking packed day after the show yesterday.
And my nephew, who's almost taller than me at fucking 13 years old. I'm taking him to see The Hobbit today.
Oh, yeah, you're going to that...
Going to the big screening.
The big screening, huh?
And my nephew and my brother, he's going too. They're both rolling their eyes. They're like, oh, did you read The Hobbit? And I'm like, no. And they're rolling their eyes like, oh. Because they're like super geeks about it.
Will we still like it if we haven't seen, I know nothing about it.
Those
Okay.
movies stand on their own.
They all do. I've never seen it.
You didn't see the Lord of the Rings
No,
movies?
I don't know anything about.
Dude.
My friend Cameron in high school read this stuff. He was the guy who was into The Hobbit. And that's the only memory I have of The Hobbit is Cameron Vibrock talking about The Hobbit.
Well, the Hobbit,
Yeah.
The Hobbit takes place before Lord of the Rings, obviously. So,
Yes.
so you don't have to read anything. But the Lord of the Rings movies are amazing.
I recognize
like
Gollum
them.
in the trailer 'cause I know he was in the later ones, right?
I never read a word of those books, but the movies were great.
Right.
And I'm not a big fucking over the top action guy, movie guy, but I love the battles.
Yeah,
and all
they were
that.
really good.
It was amazing. Does it still hold up? Has anyone seen it? Because it's been almost 10 years at this point, right?
Yeah, I know. Fuck. I saw Return of the King recently, and I mean, there's a little hokey parts in there, but for the most part, I'd still.
No, I mean
movie.
the CGI or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Special
CGI looks
effects.
good. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, they got
about.
those massive battle things going on, and that looks pretty good.
I'm looking forward to it, and we're lucky we get to go to a screening room. So because the
screening.
movie itself is 2 hours and 40 minutes, but then in a regular theater, now you got to throw in the almost half hour of fucking previews.
Is it that high frame rate version?
Yeah, that's where I'm going today.
You're going to the high frame rate?
Yep,
Let me know what that looks like.
I will.
Are people bitching about it, or is it bitching?
I don't know. We'll see. I think they know what they're doing, so I think it's going to
I
be
would
great.
assume.
It's a nice early screening.
You going,
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yes, I want to.
Let's do this.
I got red eye tonight.
Are you doing Red Eye?
Yes.
Yeah, they offered me that, but I said I want to do this.
They
instead.
did not.
But we have Martin Freeman coming in next week.
Morgan Freeman. This is going to be.
No, this is Martin Freeman.
Oh,
Who's Martin Freeman?
your cousin Martin Freeman. Yeah.
He was Tim in the British Office.
He's coming in?
Yeah.
What? That's cool.
I'm very, very psyched to meet him.
What is he working on?
He's the Hobbit.
He's the Hobbit guy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
No.
He's Bilbo Baggins.
He sits there under a mushroom, and all of a sudden, Hobbit Brent comes in.
What?
Oi! Oi, Gollum.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't recognize him at all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy from fucking, from The Office, the English Office.
It's amazing.
Wait, could you show him in the English Office? Why can't I make the connection?
Oh, dude, he was amazing. He was the
I
one,
love the English
Hilarious.
Office.
He was the one who had the kind of the crush with Dawn, the girl
Yeah.
behind the counter.
Oh my God, that's the same guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That guy. I love his faces.
Holy fuck.
When the computer tech is talking to fucking.
Oh, my God.
What's
Gareth.
his name? Gareth. And his face is in the background where he's just like calling him out on his utter and complete bullshit.
The guy's lying about driving a race car.
Yeah.
And it's one of the greatest fucking horse's ass
Yeah.
because the guy is just lying about like how well he drives his car at the racetrack.
And how amazed everyone was at his driving, and how he just, don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing.
It was something about like I'm driving it and it flipped over and they're all like you should have died and I'm looking at them like what were you worried about? But it was such a perfect. That's exactly how a guy tells a lie.
Tells a complete lie, not knowing that everyone knows he's lying.
Except
Yeah,
Gareth.
Great. Yeah, except Gareth, who was buying it.
Monday's gonna be great.
Is he in Monday or Tuesday?
Didn't you just say Monday?
No, next week. I don't know what day.
Oh, Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
'Cause Monday there's a screening too.
We'll get to talk about the Hobbit and the English Office. That's great.
Wouldn't it be funny if he screamed at us? I don't talk about that show.
Yeah. Knock it off. Don't talk about that.
He was in something else recently too. Some other big movie I saw.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
I don't remember. I can remember him walking on a street. That's not helpful at all.
Really clears things up.
I just looked down to see what some of the shit we can do today, and this pops up. Hostess, is this true? I didn't get to read a lot of stories this morning. Hostess asked for approval to give top executives $1.8 million in bonuses.
All right.
Is that true?
If it is, I mean, it probably is.
19,000 people are going to be unemployed, right? 18 to 19,000 people.
That's the fuck you to the union, by the way. That's their, hey, go fuck yourself. You negotiated yourself out of jobs.
Right.
And here's what our fucking contracts say we get.
But this is literally
Planning to ask for a judge's approval.
instead of giving that to workers, like that's in this moment because they said that they had been doing that the last couple of years, which maybe they already saw the writing on the wall. But that's why, in that moment, like that's what is fucking so disgusting about upper people in business. That's what unions think too. But these guys are just unreasonable.
I think the union, in a way, could have pretty much fucked up a little bit there too, obviously. But
I think both sides
this is
being very greedy, and it's culminated in people being out of work and company going down the shitter.
But it says top executives bonuses totaling up to $1.8 million as part of its wind down plans.
Yeah, because that's how they said they would. The incentive pay is needed to retain the 19 managers during the liquidation process, which could take about a year. I guess they need these guys' help.
Yeah.
The same people, I guess, that couldn't make the company work, or these 19 people, they need help liquidating.
How
Give it
do
to
you
a fucking lawyer.
How do you need their help? How hard is it to make a Twinkie?
Yeah, if you don't give them the money, they go elsewhere. They say, "Fuck you, I'm leaving. I'll get a gig somewhere else."
2 of those executives would be eligible for additional rewards, depending on how efficiently they carry out the liquidation.
There you go.
Wow, what greedy
Bonuses.
fucking cocksuckers. What
Bonuses.
greedy. And I mean that level of management.
By the way, that's business as usual.
But that to me is like there's no justifiable explanation for that.
Yeah.
Where that's right.
I guess they, in their mind, it's the only thing they can do to keep those employees there, to wind down, as they say, without them just saying, "Fuck this! I need to keep my boat payment up, so I'm going to get another gig."
And it's for 19 guys?
19, yeah.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be about, what, almost 100 G's per guy? Is that what that comes down
something
to?
like that.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Now, is that bonus pay or is that just additional pay?
Probably boner
It's
pay.
probably boner pay. There you go.
Big fat boner.
I'm sure that's on top of what they're making already.
Did you ever think?
Although 100,000 is not that much.
Did you ever think at this age you'd still be saying boner?
No.
It's hilarious to me that, like, when I was in fucking 5th grade, laughing with my friends saying boner, that in 2012 I would still be laughing saying boner.
I have a tough time hanging out with people my own age because I am so fucking immature because of what we do.
Oh, am I a fucking baby?
They try to have intelligent conversations with
No.
me. I just want to talk about fucking
Boners. And duty. How did this happen?
I don't know.
Holy shit, that's not right. This
Fucking-
isn't like the people my age I see in movies.
Duty is hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's always funny.
And then you always, like, someone tries to, like, tell you they're cool too. And then, and you find out right away they're just
they're
not.
not.
They're horrified by you immediately.
I know.
But it's
Or
just
just
funny that
dumb
that's what you
things.
consider cool. Like, someone tries to say they're cool too. Like, they'll talk about duty, but then they won't.
Scoffed at my duty talk. You're not cool.
I can handle a good joke or two, can you?
Yeah.
What
Bet
made me?
you can.
I was very sad during the Ralphie May call.
Oh.
'Cause I like Ralphie, but I laughed a lot. There was some of those clips made me laugh so hard that
God.
I almost I think I did start crying. But I was literally from laughing, and there was. Which one did you hit one that fucking had me howling? I remember which one you hit, but you hit one
Howling. Nice.
Yeah, but I know you
Was it the tornado shit? Everyone grab a limb when the tornado was coming.
It's terrible. No, it was pretty early on. I think I remember it
God,
too. But,
I was thinking of both. It was a succession of clips.
Now I
you
need to
started
know.
it, and I remember the ones Ann hit, but he hit them after. I can't remember the one you hit. That
God, I need to know now.
Ah,
By the way,
man,
people trying to fucking, they're trying that hate shit with the Ralphie May stuff. You have no idea how cool I am with Ralphie May. So.
Ralphie's fine, man.
But it was
What
a good
the
try.
fuck
I'll give you an A for effort on that one.
Crazy.
We're totally good with Ralphie May. We actually turned it around with the guy. We would absolutely have him on.
Have him
now.
back on the show now.
Right.
Yeah, because now it's like a fucking. Now he wouldn't, first of all, do what he did to. That I said it was interruptive of the show.
No.
And if he did, it would become something now we can just jump on.
Sure.
So now everything's cool.
but I enjoyed hearing him talk about the other stuff too. Like
Yeah, that was a fucking great. It was one of his best appearances.
Well,
as a guy who's he's an obese guy, and it's
Oh.
interesting to hear him talking about what caused all that. Like I'm happy that he went to rehab and stuff.
Yeah.
next time he's in New York, he'll come in here and we'll talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
At length.
Yeah.
We'll have a pretty serious conversation about that because that is fascinating.
Oh, what were the? It's going to drive me nuts because I was thinking for the rest of the day about those moments and just
Well, it's going to drive me
giggling to
nuts because
myself.
I need to know I'm funny, Jimmy. So
Oh.
please,
Dude, it really made me laugh.
When it comes to your head, please let me know.
God.
I'll have a skip in my step today as I go to the Hobbit. See, I am funny.
What the fuck was it?
Oh, it's Evil Imus today. He's got the black cowboy hat on and the
Yeah.
dark suit.
Keith Richards understands that you need to wear the black
yeah.
hat. No one else saw the fucking documentary. I keep referring to the black hat.
Imus
Beatles wore the white
needs that hat now because when he doesn't wear the hat, his hair's getting this puffy old grandma consistency to it.
There's a rumor going around that he might be retiring.
Really?
I want to ask Rob Bartlett.
Yeah, I
don't know if he'll tell us.
I'll retire by out of my rounds.
Supposedly
with the cancer?
supposedly his contract is up right
Yeah.
around now, and there's rumors that he might retire, but that might just be negotiations.
Sure.
What fucking radio people retire? Let's be honest here. I've heard rumor. I think there's been more rumors over the years of radio guys that are going to retire. They never fucking retire.
They either work until they die or they get fired to the point no one wants them
Right.
anymore. You're right.
Exactly. They never leave on their own
There's
fucking
no
accord,
retirement home
ever.
for radio guys.
No.
You're right.
They just keep fucking signing deals until they, like you said, either die or fucking just get pushed out of the business by other people.
It's rare anyone gets to actually retire from the business.
Because it's such a fucking
Well, it's an easy
tits
gig.
yeah.
But-
you just sit here.
but a lot of
fucking
times you
babble
just
about
get-
duty and boners.
You get slapped around by companies and management
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
fired.
Yep.
Then eventually, a lot of these guys end up killing themselves too.
Ooh.
Do they really?
Oh yeah.
Radio guys do.
Oh yeah. Either
Radio.
drink themselves to death or
Oh, like
actually-
that. Or literally.
Yeah, there's a couple stories out there that are sad. Someone told me one where a guy put his head on the fucking railroad tracks,
Holy shit.
and they pretty much say it's because the business fucking finally got to him.
What a way to go. Open casket?
Solid dude too.
Small.
Solid guy. Smart
Not
guy.
as solid as that train. Jesus. It's terrible.
I'm keeping it vague, but solid dude. That one came in recently from one of my radio guys.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I know
Because all the jobs are going away, man, and these guys are like, "What the fuck do I do
Right.
now?"
Yeah.
And they don't have money to retire on.
I knew a guy who he worked. He's from the Midwest, and he fucking worked in a bunch of stations. And then he came back. He was like cheating on his wife, and he came back, and he tried to get back with her. He was going to open a record store, but she was with somebody else. He worked for WOLD.
I knew he was going somewhere. Of course. I feel so stupid because I'm looking at him seriously, and then I start going like, "Oh no, he's playing me, yo."
I was on him from the beginning on that one.
Jimmy.
You guys know comedian John Joseph? He works the Stellar Lies. Been around
Which
for years.
one?
he was really good friends with Harry Chapin. He does like musical. He plays guitar.
If I saw his face,
And he has great Harry Chapin stories. Like he knew him. He used to go to his house. Like he remembers when fucking Cats in the Cradle was being created. Like he has
Really?
Yeah,
I know him.
Yeah. You know John. He's been around for years.
I think he's funny too.
Yeah, he is funny. He's a really really nice guy too.
Good thing he wasn't accepting
Driving with him,
rides
yeah,
from him.
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, can I drive you somewhere? We'll take the expressway.
What are some of the clips you hit during the Ralphie?
Oh, please tell me.
Dude, I'm asking you. What was it?
That'll make my
If I know
weekend.
which one it is, I'll if I hear it, I'll remember the moment.
Well, we could play all of them.
I'm going through it.
Was
right
it
now.
this?
okay.
Was it this?
Was it this? Was it this?
Shut your goddamn pie hole. Be more funny.
Oh no, it was something I said, right?
It was a
Something
clip
you
you
said-
hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
a clip. That's forget it.
But that's what it was with both of you
That's
guys.
child's play. That's easy.
It was a clip you hit and a clip Ann hit. It was back to back clips.
Oh.
It was fucking hilarious, and it just made me laugh
was
for the
it
rest of the day.
like the dirty stuff about sucking dick and stuff,
I remember
or is it this is going great? Isn't it? Was it this one?
Isn't this great?
I don't.
This is going great.
Because you are a disgusting fat body.
That one made me laugh.
Yeah.
But I remember the two that Ann hit back to back. You hit "You Are Never to Blame,"
right.
and then "Suck My Sweaty Balls."
My sweaty balls. Yeah.
That one had me for fucking really made me laugh. But there was one you did before it
I don't know.
that
Your
was so
anus.
obnoxious.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. I'll when I hear what it is, I'll remember it. But it was just
It's a dumb button I pushed.
No, but it was-
Now I'm gonna be depressed.
no, don't be. It was what it was. This both of you guys hit.
Now I'm just sad.
Just made me
I
laugh.
better go back to the skin doctor.
Oh.
And have her lift my ball bag.
Look at my sweaty balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check my sweaty balls.
Dude, there's a fucking art to that. There is an art to that. To those fucking
We got lazy on this machine too because we got so many clips.
when there's one of those rolls
Oh.
where it's natural and it's just fucking the clips are just destroying
Dead on.
somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's almost like I know because I can see what people in the audience can't. Which is the two of you hovering
just waiting.
over your machines and looking, and I know you're
And
not
we'll
listening.
yeah.
I'm listening to poor Ralphie pour his heart out. He's like, and I
Hey,
was
we're just waiting for that fucking
waiting for
spot.
I was molested, and I just see you guys pulling your fucking covers off and hovering your fucking.
Yes. Because there's key words when you hear molest. You're like, oh, okay,
Yeah, all
that's
right,
bank
that's-
number 5.
Bank 3 has the molester clips on it.
But I know that nobody is really hearing the agony of this guy, which made me laugh. It was sad, but it really made me laugh.
You mean we get distracted a little bit? And go another direction?
Yeah, just those fingers hovering over those buttons.
Funny, Jimmy. There's a cop that did the right thing in Times Square yesterday.
I'm a
huh?
cop, you idiot. Look, I'm
And then
doing
Kenny told me
impressions.
another cop story that was. Is he? Oh, he's getting food. Fuck. Always when we need him. But I guess there was a homeless guy. Was it Times Square? I think it was Times Square. And it was one of those cold days recently. He has no fucking shoes on, and the cop went into a Skechers and got him fucking some boots.
Yeah, some cop. He's a
and socks.
25-year-old cop. He lives out on Long Island. He's walking around Times Square. Sees this homeless guy. Mm-hmm. And the homeless guy gets up and starts walking away, and he's barefoot. It's freezing cold. And he felt bad, so he goes into a shoe store, buys a $100 pair of Skechers boots. I guess the store owner knew what he was doing.
Right.
So he gave him like a 25% discount on it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's nice.
That's nice, huh?
Almost. I call that almost nice.
Wait, is this the Skechers?
Yeah.
They gave him 50% off.
Oh, 50?
50?
It was $99 shoes, and they gave them to him for $50.
Well.
All right, that's nice.
And then the cop went out there and,
Threw
he
cold
kinda-
water on the guy's feet and said, look what you can't have, and knocked his teeth out with the shoe. It was really, really uncalled for.
And put the shoes on the guy, and then
Yeah.
asked him if he wants to get a cup of coffee or something to eat. And the homeless guy said, "No, I'm good. Thank you so much."
They went and sold the shoes and got high.
That's what I told
Exactly.
Ant.
Exactly.
That's what I told Kenny. On the way in. I mean,
Yeah.
this is all nice, but we've been in this world for a while. Why doesn't he have shoes?
He said he didn't like that people were laughing at the guy, which I can understand. He said people were like making fun of him.
Well, that's just shit.
yeah.
But not how
Only an
fucked up
animal
you
would
are.
do that.
No fucking shoes in that weather is just awful.
Horrible, of course.
Yeah, how did he
And-
lose his shoes?
And no one is supposed to know about this, by the way. He just did it, and it was just some lady took a picture of it going
Yeah.
down and put it on her Facebook page, and I think the picture got hundreds of thousands of likes,
Yeah.
something like that. What does the story say? I think I heard over 100,000 likes on the picture.
No, 400,000. 429,000, I think.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
At the time of this article came out, it was 350,000 likes and 85,000 shares.
Ooh.
All right, let's set up my next video, Sam.
How many Sonnies?
I was going to say I was like, nah.
And you were right.
Let's set up the next video. This one could go viral. I'm going to find a homeless guy with no fucking shoes. And
Yeah.
I'm going to make believe it's all a fucking organic, natural thing. You're going to be there with the camera, though, Sam, to capture
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It's the complete opposite of your last strategy with the homeless guy.
What do you mean?
You gave him a cake and then stomped on it.
Oh, see now.
I would argue with the people that hate that we made his day better that day.
Yeah.
Who hates that? It's hilarious. There's not even any reason to argue it.
Hilarious.
We made his day better.
It's funny.
Because if I didn't smash the cake, what you don't see, whatever. I hate giving away our secrets.
Don't pull.
He
a
walked
curtain
away
back.
with a lot of fucking money.
Andrew.
And he ended up eating the cake anyway. But people don't know
did.
that.
Yeah.
He loved us for that.
What happened to him? Where did he go?
I don't know. He enjoyed it. Oh, treat yourself. Because he was so generous.
But it's a still.
I told you what I'll never forget about that was I was standing behind you But I remember when you jumped on the cake so completely that you skidded forward.
I almost broke my neck.
Yeah, you almost slipped on that cake, didn't you?
It was a jump and a minuscule slide forward.
Yeah.
Your feet just ripped through the icing.
And I do confess that I did that just to make you and Anthony laugh.
boy, did it
I wasn't
work.
even
It
thinking
worked.
about the audience because I know these guys. When I do some of this shit, they get so uncomfortable, and I really was just seeing what your level of comfort was that day.
Oh, it was
I don't need to see this
fucking.
again. It's just a horrendous thing to
Oh,
do
it was
to
so
a human
uncomfortable.
being.
Really
Let
funny.
me see, Sam. Turn that.
Wow, that looks good, but I.
Wait, go back.
That was
if you're gonna play it.
2008, huh?
Oh, Jesus.
Foundry music.
Oh, yes.
What's in the box?
2006.
What's in the box?
That's a
What's
six.
in the
What's in the
box?
box?
What's in the
You
box?
guys, treat
Oh.
yourself.
What is it?
Wow, that
All right, let me
looks
see.
good, but
All right,
I am not touching
Treat
it.
You eat it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
No,
Put it down
it's
for a
some kind of a
second.
cinnamon.
Put it down for a second.
Cakey thing.
Both feet. I had to walk away. Oh no!
I'm leaving.
Oh no!
Oh, look at him.
Oh no!
He goes, that's not nice.
No, I earned that.
I own that tag. That slow motion.
You see this skid forward?
Yeah.
I obviously.
That's terrible.
He did not just fucking.
Oh no!
You knew it was coming right when I goes, hey, let me see that.
Slow motion.
He's right. The
You
whole thing
slide
slid
forward, and then you slide back a little bit.
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
That was definitely not right.
That's terrible.
He did get a tremendous amount of money after that,
Oh,
though.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
handed him fucking. He probably walked away with $100.
Yeah, he could have bought fucking 500 more cakes.
Way more than 100.
Maybe more
I
than
gave
that.
100 myself.
He
If
got
you
a couple
really
hundred
need to know.
bucks.
Yeah. Easily a couple hundred bucks.
earned
God.
cake.
Fucking videos.
He had the weirdest voice. Treat yourself.
That was 2006?
Yeah.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
6 years ago.
The fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
He might be dead.
Never know with those homeless.
Yeah, he was supposed to do the homeless shopping spree. He didn't show up that day. And I think we saw him one more time after that.
Yeah, we don't go that way anymore is the problem. I wonder if he's still around.
He disappeared from that area.
What
even
about the
when we were
homeless?
going that way.
Yeah.
The homeless guy, the cross-dressing homeless guy. Is he still? I see
yeah.
him every once in a while.
He was scary.
Really scary. He would wear high heels and lipstick, and his nails were done, but then he looked like a typical homeless guy. And man, as soon as you approached him, he went all fucking ballistic every fucking time.
Remember we wanted to play homeless roulette?
Yeah.
To see who we went after?
Yeah, yeah, he's a bit scary. What's up, Ant?
I'm just watching. A lot of people get shit delivered to their houses,
Right.
and they're showing these because a lot of people have security cameras around their houses these days, and they're just showing people stealing their packages, like from outside their fucking houses.
Why is the fucking post office just leaving them outside?
Yeah, sometimes you could request to have a signature, mandatory signature
Yeah.
when they deliver and shit like that. But sometimes they do just leave it. But it's like,
That's terrible.
you just can't fucking, you gotta fucking hate that. Yeah. Fucking savages. Ah!
That lady's just running away with the package.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ugh. God.
We live in a shitty world.
We need force fields.
Yeah.
I want a force field. How come it's 2012 we don't have force fields? Jesus Christ, we were robbed of the future.
No
robbed.
kidding.
Everyone concentrated on computers. We didn't see that coming, but those are force fields.
I love that picture.
Oh, arrested Elmo?
yeah.
You know that
In
guy.
Times Square?
Huh?
You know the police officer.
Who
Let me
is it?
see.
I don't know if Jim and Ant know him.
How do I know him?
That's my friend.
Oh, yeah?
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't know if he wants his name mentioned, but you know what I'm talking about.
What? I thought he worked.
No, he's a Times Square cop now.
Times Square?
When did
huh?
that happen?
He went to the academy and then he got.
But I
Times-
thought he was local for Westchester.
No. He went NYPD.
That's
Hey,
him?
look at that.
That's him. Yeah, that's his claim to fame. He texted me when he heard you guys talking about Elmo the other
Oh,
day.
shit.
No
That's him.
kidding.
Because he's the one. He's a buddy of mine. He arrested
Dude,
Times
one-
Square Elmo because he was yelling out anti-Semitic stuff a couple months ago, and it went viral. And he got all
Jews he
excited.
was yelling?
Yeah.
The picture went viral?
Yeah. This whole.
This
story.
is Sam's friend. He is entertaining as all hell, man.
He really is.
And I've told Sam many times, you got to try to figure out how to get that on the radio.
Fuck the money
Islanders.
People want to know if Jimmy tried to date the cross-dressing homeless guy.
I most certainly did not.
Yeah, that guy was fucking. He's scary as shit. But Kenny has the other story, but I guess he's not here. Another cop that did something nice.
Cop.
And it turned out a little differently.
Oh, well, that'll happen.
I'll let Kenny tell the story because it's his story.
I can't stand those stories. Try
Yeah,
to do good.
It's not as good.
Look at this fucking clusterfuck of copyright infringement going on in Times Square. You see Elmo, and then there's a SpongeBob walking past them.
They're all just dirty.
Superhero costumes. Last night I was walking to a restaurant, and I was behind Elvis. Fucking Elvis walking down with a fucking North Face backpack on.
It just doesn't seem legal.
Yeah.
How is it legal?
I think it's so impossible to. What are you going to serve these guys with a cease and desist and have them actually, pay attention to it? You're going to drag them into court. They're not going to show up. They're not going to send people out to arrest warrants for not appearing in court for a copyright thing by an Elmo. So they just, they don't even bother. I guess it really does degrade the character to the children in Times Square when it's some smelly fucking homeless guy that can't speak English in a Mickey costume,
True that.
Maybe then they go to Disney finally and they don't want to talk to Mickey because he was a piece of shit in Times Square.
Mickey
it hurts
Mouse,
their product.
Minnie Mouse.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking Goofy.
Goofy's out there.
I seen the Goofy.
You like Times Square?
I do not enjoy the Times Square at all. There's nothing there. You can't walk into a store if you need something in a hurry and buy something. I told you that story where I needed a 6-foot Cat 5 cable for my apartment. I walked into one of these electronics places in Times Square. $35 they wanted for a 6-foot Cat 5 cable that you get for 99 cents. $35.
Yeah,
I started yelling at the guy. I go, "You're a fucking piece of shit." And he's like, the rent very high here. It's like, yeah, well, you don't mark up a 99-cent cable to $35.
Are you exaggerating?
I'm not. It was $35.
Holy fuck. I know
I picked it
bad,
up. I went to the counter. I fucking put it down there. He goes, rings it up. I saw $35. I thought it was like the code for the fucking, like a part number. And he's like, $35. I was like, what? I was like, get out of here. Fucking, it made me mad.
Yeah, if you come to Times Square, the electronic stores are brutal.
They're terrible.
Don't buy
Obviously, as Ant's saying, but there's one pretty much on every block, too.
Yes.
On every block.
And everything in their window, like they'll have a camera there and it'll be like, hey, $10 for this camera. No, there's nothing in there for $10.
Yeah, that's how they're getting you into the store.
We do not have that model. We have this one. And it's fucking $850 for a $20 camera.
Now, that seems like it shouldn't be legal.
Right. Yeah. I don't know why they. I'm sure rent is really fucking high there, but I mean, $35 for a 99-cent cable. Shut up.
There you go. I like walking through Times Square because it's good people watching.
I can't stand the fucking guys with the signs. Need money for weed. Like, oh, the honest approach.
Well, that was
old.
Someone came up with that years ago, and,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, wow, that's fucking funny. But now every single one of those guys is doing that.
Yeah. I can't say it's too much fucking panhandling and begging going on in there. And then the rubes just make me sad. They're fucking looking up and they're taking pictures of shit that, like, who are they going to show? Taking pictures of a fucking billboard with Diddy on it. Who are you going to show that to when you get back to Oklahoma?
We do take pictures of dumb shit, right?
Oh, God. The advent of the smartphone camera has made it even worse. For people just feel compelled to take pictures of everything.
They take a picture every step.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, let me get this one.
Yep.
Yeah. The only ones that actually have nice cameras are the Asians. Everyone else is just pulling out their fucking smartphone. Which, I mean, good enough camera.
I think it is. I think finally.
Yeah.
I think it's on par finally. Hey, where's E-Rock today?
Where is the E-Rock today?
How do you guys get all these days off? I need your agent.
Are you kidding? He's got another day off?
He's got a little vacay.
Is he taking
He just
every
came
Friday
back
for the
from-
foreseeable future?
He just came back from vacation.
He did.
He's giving himself today and I think Monday too.
He just took the entire Thanksgiving
How
week.
do we get this deal?
Amazing.
I need to know.
I don't know. I mean, E-Rock, he's been here for a while, so he's managed to.
I'm not even mad at him. I just want to know how you get this deal.
He also also when you guys don't come in, we could come in and just not work and just hang out
and just not work. I mean,
and I don't want to blow up your spot, but I do have to say that is the dumbest thing ever.
Oh
It's
my
insane.
God,
It is stupid.
It is. Unless it's like
I come from a time where everyone had to take vacation at the same time. I'm not blowing up anyone's spot, and I will insist that continues.
Right.
But it just shows how stupid they are. I love pointing out how stupid they are. Like, okay, we're not here, but you still have to come to the office and do what?
right
And how long could that possibly take?
8 hours.
But maybe an hour to 2 hours would be important for the show. And so then they have you guys sit for an extra 6.
Yeah, maybe no hours would be important. For the show.
I'm trying to be nice about it.
what is E-Rock doing that he needs a 4-day weekend? Because when we talk to him about Thanksgiving, we say, "Hey, so you took the whole week? What'd you do?" Watched cartoons.
He consumes.
He just
He
consumes.
likes his consuming.
He really is a one-man locust.
DVDs and snacks.
That's it.
It's his
All right,
days.
good
He gets
for
his
him.
days, and that's it.
Good for him.
I'm ready to break, but our food ain't here. Oh, our food is
It
here.
is here. Before,
Yeah.
Before we break, can I just say, because I don't want to get on a long rant about it, how I guarantee you Lindsay Lohan still doesn't go to jail. They filed charges in California because she lied to a cop after the accident, and she punched some woman in the face, apparently. That's
at a
what's being
bar.
alleged.
Alleged.
At the bar.
3rd-degree assault.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not.
First degree is the bad one, obviously.
But any other, and the papers say any other perp probably would have spent the night in jail. Like, she just gets away. They said she got sentenced to 120 hours or 120 days in jail for stealing that jewelry.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it got put to community service. Of course, she didn't do it.
Right.
And nothing sticks.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't think she should do 30 years, but fucking Christ.
If we any of us, including the people listening, if we did half the shit she did, we would be doing some time, or it would be way worse. I guess is what
It's
I'm saying.
embarrassing.
It's funny though. New York City's a brutal place. They fucking hate her. I mean, the city is fucking hating on her. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't think she'd
the
get
front
away with
page
all
of
that
one of
here.
the papers is basically saying go home.
Yeah.
It's gonna get ugly for her if she stays here.
She was banned from that club apparently at one time, and then I guess they let her back in. And they're saying allegedly that it was over. She was jealous over this nightclub singer not paying attention to her, but he was talking to some medium. That could be a
Yeah.
lie. Who knows?
She's a complete loser.
I
She's
can't
a
fucking
complete
stand
loser.
her because when we met her, when she was in the studio,
She was kind of cunty.
She was kind of cunty. I'd never seen anybody of celebrity status so annoyed with having to fucking take a picture.
I got the best story.
What?
Absolutely. First
Don't
of all,
fuck her.
first I fucked her. Where the shit comes out.
Right.
She was beautiful though when we met her.
Yeah.
Before she fucked up her face with the Botox and the puffy lips and the in my opinion drugging and boozing. But I do have the best story. She made that shitty Mark David Chapman movie, and they were filming outside the Dakota. And my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, was taking a walk through Central Park with my little niece, who's now, I think she's 12, so she might have been 6, I would guess.
Sure.
And they're walking through Central Park, and they come upon Lindsay Lohan on a bench with a bodyguard close, no one else around. And my now wife, asked, hey, my niece is freaking out. Can we get a picture? And she fucking lost her mind, said no. Bodyguard got involved and everything. And nobody
For
was
a
around.
kid, I mean, geez.
For a 6-year-old. My wife didn't want the picture, trust me. But, my niece lost her mind. Like, oh, my God, it's Lindsay Mean Girls. And she fucking said no.
Yeah, she's just a cunt, and
I mean, I can understand like the famous if there's a lot of people around, you're going to cause a scene. But I'm telling you, there was nobody. She picked this park bench to get away from the filming for a little while, in between shots or whatever.
Did you say you should get cancer? You should only get cancer.
and her piece of shit father was on TV again
Last night,
or the day it happened that night. Just Lindsay's in trouble. And this fucking I hope this guy is fucking hit by a car. I hope he is fucking run over crossing the street and killed.
He
What a
really
fucking
is.
what an attention
Terrible.
whore.
and then the mom's not much better.
But I don't see her on the news. Like, this guy I always see interviewed, and I've just, what a fucking bag of shit.
Yeah, the whole family seems like they're
You
bags
sell your
of
own
shit.
daughter out like that? Ugh.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking
The broad needs help, obviously.
douche.
Just throw her in jail for 6
Yeah, I
months.
don't give a fuck if she gets the help, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
I don't give a fuck. She's had a million chances.
Yeah.
You can't feel sorry for someone that has had a million fucking chances. I feel sorry for you if you know, a couple chances or whatever, but not a million.
How come there's not
Fuck
the
you.
same hatred of her that there is of Chris Brown? Like, what he did was really brutal, but it was one incident. And meanwhile, what she's done is she's been a cunt for years, and then this whole driving and smashing into a truck thing and then lying to the cops. Like, she's adding up. She's done probably pretty close to what he's done, because she's had altercations.
A guy hitting a woman.
No, I know, but it's just...
that one's just brutal.
The amount of venom for him.
That's barbaric.
But, there's just no... People kind of think she was getting killed at her Liz and Dick performance. Apparently.
Oh, terrible.
We didn't even play the clips on our show. The acting was amazingly bad.
Was it bad? Really? I almost feel bad for her. I was kind of hoping it would be great.
It was really bad. I watched it. I mean, she had
Everyone mocked it, so we missed a boat on that, but it was bad.
Do we have any of it? Maybe even for a commercial break? Like, while we're at break, I'll watch it.
It's uncomfortably bad.
Oh. Was he good, or whoever played Burton?
I don't know, because they mostly played, her just acting bad.
He was fine. I mean, the movie was bad. She was bad in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't an interesting movie.
They made a big deal about it when they were filming it, and I thought it was like a real movie. I know. It turns out to be, it's a Lifetime fucking movie.
One of those movies they film in a week.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that bitch.
All right.
Still fuck that bitch.
I'll play these. We got to get an O&A jingle winner today.
Oh,
For the
right.
jingle contest. We got Steven Singer coming in today.
Oh, Steven Singer is coming in.
You want to go over some of the jingles next?
Yeah.
All right.
Does he have his assistant with him?
Probably.
Is he going to have that assistant chick with
that
him?
eye candy?
I'm getting word on something.
What?
Oh.
Somebody did not bring eye candy with them.
Oh, tell him to go home.
What the fuck?
Really?
Why do we want to look at Steven Singer's face and not that wonderful eye candy that he brings with him?
His lady is not here.
Does he think that his super silver argentium diamond collection is attractive enough that he doesn't have to bring a wonderfully attractive woman with him?
I mean, it makes the girls like it so much. You just got to say, I hate Steven Singer.
Ah, boy.
I get it. I get what he's going for.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get it.
What?
Wants people to hate him.
Yeah. Well,
I get it.
hate Steven Singer.
Because when I saw those billboards for the first time, I'm like, wow, man, there's a lot of hatred for this guy. I better look him up. I get it.
Exactly.
I get what he's going for.
You remember his name, don't you?
I sure do.
That's right.
He better. Did he bring the good stuff?
I hope so.
Go see what he brought us.
Okay, I'll go find out.
And if it's not good enough, tell him to beat it.
Okay.
A scram.
Travis just said, "I'm hearing nothing."
I'm hearing he didn't bring anything.
Did Steven know where he was coming? Did they throw him in a car with a fucking blindfold on and drive me here?
Steven brings business and good energy to this radio show. Steven Singer brings advertising dollars.
Nice.
And a smile. And that's all we need from Steven Singer.
Yeah.
Steven Singer brings joy by his enthusiasm for this radio program and his ability to pay his advertising bills.
He does love you guys.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, good for him.
IHateStevenSinger.com is where I go for all of my jewelry needs.
Oh, Sam.
That was free. I didn't get paid for that.
Very good.
Sam, what'd you find out?
He said he brought Mr. Bino.
Mr. Bino. That's his nickname for his penis. He says, give Mr. Bino a kiss. Yeah. He's been arrested in the park for that. It hangs out, and his pants pockets are rabbit ears. Mr. Bino's a rabbit who leaks a lot out of his one eye.
Mr. Bino.
What's that?
Bino gifts today.
He said that, right?
Oh, yeah, he did. And then Kenny chuckled.
Of course he did.
God.
That's a good one.
Bino gifts today.
But his sparkling personality was on display for me, so.
And he brought a couple of fucking G's for the prize winner.
Couple
That's true.
G's.
Couple of G's.
All right, well.
All right, he gets a pass this time.
Okay.
Now we'll make it hurt when he's in here.
Of course we will.
We'll at least do that.
Bino.
Joe Piscopo calling in today, too.
Oh, boy.
All right. Should I play one of these things? No, I'll do it in show.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
do it in
you're-
show. So, Travis, just play something cool, please.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. But as for me and Grandpa, I believe.
Oh, she's rocking.
She been drinking too much eggnog.
Oh.
And
she
we'd
left
like
me
to
on
knock
the
to
counter. Oh, drunk mother.
But she forgot her medication. And she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hope prints on her forehead.
Oh. And my foster
incriminating
father stuck
claws
it
marks
in my
on her
crack.
back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa.
Through my
But
tiny
as for
eyes,
me
I
and
watched my
Grandpa, we
mother
believe.
leave.
Oh, is that me?
Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking
My
beer
uncle
and
said
playing
he'd kill
cards
me
with
if I
Cousin
tell.
Mel. Grandma got relentless without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black. And we just can't help but wonder, should we open up our gifts or send them back? I
Send
want
them
to
back.
open them. Grandma got run
Well,
over by a
improvising. All
reindeer.
right, nice.
Yeah.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. But as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
One more time, everyone. Oh, there's more.
Now the goose is on the
Counter.
table.
Oh, shit.
And the pudding made of fig.
Oh, no.
And the blue and silver candles. That would just have matched the hair
for
in
this
Grandma's wig. I warned all my friends and neighbors. Better watch out for yourselves.
Oh.
They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves.
Oh, look out.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. But as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
she's-
Sing it, Grandpa.
Oh.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Kicks it up.
that.
It's great.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
She looks like she's going to pass out.
I know.
You can say there's no such thing as Santa. But as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Merry Christmas.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
I enjoy Patty's renditions.
Yes, Patty's renditions are very good.
They're always very interesting.
very
Yes.
festive, by the way.
She knows how to sing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's right
Patty really
there.
got into it.
Yeah.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, because it just doesn't do anything. It just sits there, eats and shits. Steven Singer is going to be in here in a few minutes, giving away $2,000
Oh, that's right.
to the winner of the O&A Jingle Contest.
Yeah.
We're going to make him wait because he didn't bring any shit today.
He brought Beano.
Yeah, Mr. Beano.
Mr. Beano.
Mr. Beano.
There'll be no gifts.
That's with Pekka.
What the fuck is that about? What is it? He
don't
doesn't
know.
like us anymore?
Maybe it's the economy.
Yeah, I got a big job for Steven Singer, and I'm now thinking maybe I don't go down there to the other corner of 8th and Walnut.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
starting to think I might have to go somewhere else. I got a big
man.
job.
There are other corners, you know, of 8th and Walnut.
There's 3 other ones.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to snip rings off my wife's finger.
Were you a looter?
Finger. They were both on the.
Fire.
Wow, you guys arguing?
Yeah. But she was pregnant. She decided not to take those rings off until the last minute, and that turned out to be the wrong thing. And her finger turned blue and purple, and I had to snip them off. So I need someone to fix that shit. It's a big job.
Yes.
And I might still need a push present. So if I was him, I would fucking go out to Times Square and find us some fucking jewelry.
Oh, man.
You can get your wife a push present? Aren't you supposed to do that, like, when she's pushing?
Yeah, probably.
A push present?
Yeah,
You know about this?
The girls made this shit up.
I have no idea
They had
what
a
that is.
secret. They had a secret meeting years ago.
Yeah.
And decided, you have to now buy something if your wife gives birth. It's called a push present.
Oh, because she
has a name and everything.
Oh, I gotcha.
It used to be like, wow, that's really nice. We now have a child together. But no, you have to fucking give them something now.
She's pushed already. You don't have to get her anything.
Oh, cool.
It's over.
You gave her spermatozoa.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Yes.
You gave her that hot beef injection.
And a roof.
Yeah.
And a roof over her head.
A roof.
And a roof.
Exactly.
So Steven Singer, man, he's blowing it today. I got a big job.
Is this his audition?
Oh man, he hands out the gifts, and it is that time of year. We're expecting a lot of gifts from sponsors and listeners this year. It's been lackluster the last couple of years.
I like to be in the presence of presents.
That's right.
Hey, that's good. That's a
work,
good
boy.
one.
Dr. Steve, that's a guarantee. He'll give us some shitty mug with his stupid logo on it and a shitty wine, but at least he's thinking of us.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had the meatballs and we had the fucking berries.
It's of course a humpback whale.
Humpback whale. Close to a canoe.
We were wondering where E-Rock was today.
Yeah, he's swimming.
All right.
For a dip.
He's in the pool.
He's not even.
Did you ever see this thing a fan did for me? Did you see when I twittered it? It was
Fan mail from some flounder?
when he spelled my name out in fucking raw chicken,
That was cool.
and the tigers are fucking eating it. How great is
Absolutely, I saw that. He should have videotaped it.
that? I know. That was a great one.
That would have been a great video to see.
You're going to have a gift on Monday.
From who?
Is it your resignation?
From Steven Singer?
Yeah, try getting the autograph.
From Steven Singer?
No.
No, Monster headphones.
Huh? Really? More Plugola on Monday. Nice.
For each of you.
Oh man,
We'll get
Monster headphones.
Well, it's for the veterans. They're helping the vets.
Yeah, of course. And we help the vets, so
Yes.
that's good.
USA.
That's right. I love animals.
Nice.
Yes.
Dude, I've been shitting meatballs for 12 straight hours.
Veterinarian.
9 hours.
Huh?
9 hours.
Oh my God. Those meatballs are ridiculous. I know that he's officially not a sponsor, but holy fuck. Good is good. What is it? Meatball Obsession?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. And the sauce is good.
Are the turkey ones better?
I like the turkey ones better, right,
I
Roland?
eat turkey, yeah.
I like turkey, but is it
Turkey?
I love turkey.
It says turkey.
But is it the same amount of like fat and stuff as the regulars?
Less.
What?
Much less.
Is it less? Okay.
Yeah, a lot less.
I would
Much
assume.
less?
Yeah.
Considerably less.
Considerably less.
Yes.
All right, I got a little
That should be less.
chicken chop meat. Less or more fat than regular chop meat?
Well, less if there's no skin.
What? Skin in your chopped chicken meat? No.
The answer is, in most cases, more.
Really?
More?
And people will, search out the chicken chop meat, whatever it's called there, because they think it's healthier, because it's chicken. But the fact is, they put all the skin and everything into that.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean, chicken is healthy as long as you don't fucking grab that skin.
What's with chicken and their fat skin?
That crispy chicken skin is some of the best shit you could eat. You talk about beef jerky, you get a crispy chicken
marvelous.
skin, it's amazing.
really
But the
great.
problem is that is really unhealthy for you.
You know what barbecue chicken is like when you fucking that skin is crispy.
Crispy.
Oh, it's magnificent.
I always just pull that skin away.
Oh, but it's so good.
And sadly throw it in the garbage.
Some have the chicken skin like chips for appetizers.
Oh, Jesus.
Chicken skin chips?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Chicken skin chips?
Like an appetizer.
Chicken. One day we're going to do this. I'm just warming up.
I wish. I would just go back to my apartment and go to sleep.
Delicious.
I'm just warming up, man. I think I could go at least 10 minutes.
You're
I
definitely
love
good.
being Chip. It's just my alter ego.
What's that?
We got to go to The Hobbit. What time we have to leave the show today for The Hobbit?
Probably.
And look, and I don't want any shit from the guys down the hall. We did a lot of extra radio this week.
Yeah, and once you see The Hobbit, they ask for it's an embargo, so you can't really talk about it.
What?
What's an embargo?
You can't tweet.
For how long?
Oh, boy.
Until they get here.
We can say it was good.
Yeah.
But don't talk, well, that's all I would
No
say.
plot fucking spoilers.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a lot of spoilers.
I'm bringing some hidden cameras into the screening today.
They're gonna get
But it's a
No,
fucking
they won't.
book.
I got spy cameras now.
People know what happens, really.
Yeah, but there's
That's
some,
a great
like,
point.
Bilbo, there's some really weird things that happen.
Well, I would assume.
Yeah,
It's
here you go.
in the magical
Bilbo
land.
dances on a mushroom or
there's,
something.
There's some kind of conflict with The Hobbit.
He is Frodo.
That would stink. He does a little hobbit dance on a mushroom. I'm dancing on the mushroom cap. Hoodly-doodly-doo. All the flowers are there waving at him. Whatever.
Yes. Yeah, that would
I'm
be
always for
awful.
earlier is better. Get your seat, relax.
Embargo.
Wait,
Embargo.
are we in a theater or a screening room?
Private screening room.
And do we get the free popcorn? Is it that place?
No, they don't have popcorn this week.
Oh, shit. What are you going to do? Can you bring in your own shit?
Because the screening rooms are like really.
How do you fucking survive? You're a popcorn guy, right? At movie theater?
Well, they know I'm an animal.
We
so-
can bring.
No. But the thing is, I remember when we went to a premiere thing. You came back with like a shitload of stuff for everybody.
Yeah, I just blew past the security people.
Oh, okay.
What? They don't want popcorn in there? Why?
Because they don't sell popcorn at screening rooms.
Yeah, but you can bring your own in.
This theater is run by Mr. Bino.
Oh,
And Bino popcorn for you.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that coming.
I hate this, Mr. Bino.
Bino stinks.
Yeah.
Certainly does.
He's a Mexican jumping guy.
Oh, boy.
So what? We got to leave around what? 8:30.
That'd be perfect.
That would be great.
Actually, what? 9:45 ish.
Yeah, 9:40, I would say. Just so you could go to your restroom, walk there with plenty of time, or even 9:30. I mean, I'm all for that.
Got commercial breaks. You could probably go to the restroom during commercial and then do more show.
But it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that has anything to do
We
with
have to see it before we interview him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big movie.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to do a few bucks.
That and Les Mis.
Les Mis.
I don't have any desire to
What are
see
you
that.
talking
Wolverine.
about? I wouldn't see that.
Why?
Why? It's gonna be awesome.
You don't think those songs are good?
I don't
don't
even
know any of them.
I swear to you, I couldn't even
You'll
name
know. You'll
one
know
song.
them if you heard them.
It's good songs in that.
You know them if you heard them. I went to see it.
Give me
on,
one song I would
what they
know.
call Broadway.
Yeah,
One
huge.
song.
Les Mis.
Go.
Les Mis.
I don't think I know this. I don't know them unless you played them.
Les Miserables.
Yes, that song.
So you can't even
Oh
find
yeah,
one.
this is the one.
Yeah.
Is this the overture?
It's On My Own.
I don't know this.
Wait till it kicks in.
Yeah, it's good.
Shut up.
This bitch.
I've heard that the new movie is all singing.
Yeah, it is all singing.
No, but I mean, yeah.
That's how the Broadway thing was. It's all singing.
Is there anything worse than all singing?
When they tell a story and it's like,
I have to go now.
I get
they
excited because
just do it on purpose.
well, I get excited when they have that 2 minutes of dialogue. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then it's just setting up another song,
And then they break into song. But this
Fuck,
is
who
like
enjoys
all
that? Fuck.
Him, and then I'm happy with the company.
I don't
We
know.
are coming toward our barricade. What shall we do?
He goes to bed.
I really don't know this song.
You will.
I can leave.
Well, when am I going to know
It's
it?
got to kick in. Everything
When,
kicks in.
Sam?
Do you have her name tattooed on your arm, Sam?
Strike pile?
No?
I don't know the act.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Pussy.
I am in Les Miserables.
Pretending he's beside
I don't know it.
Yeah, you know this.
I swear to God,
never
I don't
heard
know
this.
You know this, right, Ian?
I've seen the show.
Well, he went to the show.
I walk with
You know what?
No, let go. This is it.
Come on.
This is it. Listen, here it comes. You'll know this. I swear.
Are you going to totally do?
I feel his arms around me.
Why was she covering up
and
her
when I lose
bosoms?
my way, I close my eyes.
Because it's cold out.
And he has found me
Here she goes.
in the rain.
Right.
The pavement shines like silver.
When does it kick in? I don't know it
This
still.
is it.
This is it. I mean, this is the melody.
This is this is kicked. Oh.
I really don't know this.
It's a good song.
Never heard this shit.
Nope.
Dakota Fanning's sister is in that movie or something?
right.
Yeah.
Does she sing? Or they do the old
Oh, they all sing.
Yeah,
They
they
all
gotta
sing.
sing.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe's singing.
It's all singing.
Russell Crowe sings? Wolverine. Well, we know Wolverine's like half a finger.
Wolverine's a song and
that
dance
guy,
man.
holy shit. He's married, but I think that's all horse shit. Because that motherfucker... You see him on the fucking Tony Awards and shit. He's singing and dancing up a storm.
He loves putting on a show.
Yes, he does. He certainly does.
Most straight guys don't know how to put on a show.
No, not like that.
Why am I saying most?
Russell
How about all?
Rock band.
Wow.
The only musical I enjoyed, of course, is Book of Mormon. Was just brilliant.
I was listening to that.
And that
last
word
night.
is used way too much. Brilliant. But
Brilliant.
Book of Mormon was brilliant. Yeah.
You like Cats?
Really.
Cats.
Did I see Cats? I don't.
What a great song.
All alone in the moonlight. Bloody blob. The musicals I saw were Jekyll and Hyde was okay with Sebastian Bach. I didn't mind that as much. The Phantom of the Opera. Jesus, is that horrendous.
Phantom.
Oh, is it bad? Okay.
I didn't see that.
I don't even remember it.
Look at Russell Crowe. He sings. Oh, he's
yeah,
in
he
that
does.
fucking.
30-odd Foot
Who is he? The fucking. He's that the cop guy.
He's the motherfucker.
He's the motherfucker.
Yeah.
In what?
In Les Mis.
I don't know this thing.
What's his name?
You should see it then.
Oh man, Jean Valjean. No, Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean. They're all French.
All right, you guys can talk about Broadway during
Hugh
the
Jackman
break.
is Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
That's Hugh Jackman.
He's Jean Valjean. You saw Cats, Sam. Sam, big fan of the Broadway musical Cats.
Yeah, huge fan.
Did you see the original Broadway production before it left?
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
yes, I
I didn't
did.
think you were old enough for
You're
that.
not old enough.
What
You
are you
didn't see
talking
the
about?
original.
Well, I don't know if I saw the original Cats.
saw-
You saw it at the Winter Garden Theater, Now and Forever?
Now and Forever at the Winter Garden Theater.
How come Now and Forever, but fucking that ABBA show's over there now?
Fuck ABBA. It's Cats' room.
Cats.
I don't know, Cats.
Yeah, I
No?
saw Cats at the Winter Garden and in London.
Whoa!
Fancy.
Douche.
Listen, can we move on from Broadway?
Yeah. Oh, people are
Never.
asking if people think they made a mistake and tuned in OutQ.
or the Broadway channel. There is a
Yes.
Broadway channel.
We could fucking.
If you want to
hang
be
there.
fucking bored, go to the Broadway channel.
No, they play good songs like from Les Mis.
I saw Beauty and the
Fuck
Beast.
tunes that in?
Is it good?
No, they're all the same. I saw Wicked.
Was that good?
It's the same as Beauty and the Beast.
So they're
Wow,
all the
you
same.
you're looking for a good musical, aren't you?
Jersey Boys.
No, these are all dates.
You've never seen Book of Mormon, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh my! What are you waiting for?
It's fucking. It's a
Roland, what happened?
It's a masterpiece. Jimmy's right.
It's a masterpiece.
I was like, I want to go.
And it said, I need a credit card.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah, but that's good too because there's a long wait for that show. If he could get you tickets just by you handing over a credit card, you really should do that.
Well,
man.
my
That's a good
my
one.
cousin came up from Maryland and actually got tickets to go when they were only here for like a weekend. They went down to that fucking
You gotta wait.
shack in Times
We
Square.
see those people sometimes when we go that way home,
yeah.
and there's a line every day outside the theater hoping.
Yeah.
They're hoping for a miracle.
I saw that play that's all Burt Bacharach songs.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
I can't remember what it's called. The guy from Will and Grace and Kristen
Oh, boy.
Chenoweth were in it.
Eric McCormick.
What did you,
the other guy.
Burt Bacharach?
Are we still talking about
Promises,
Broadway?
Promises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened. We're still talking
What
about
the
Broadway.
fuck happened?
We could move into Burt Bacharach.
How about
Exactly.
Bert Front the Rack?
Fucking always brilliant.
Mayor Menino
Yeah.
got himself into a situation. Last time we heard from Mayor Menino, the guy up there in Boston who certainly made sure we got fired.
He helped
from
us.
Boston Radio. He did help us.
Helped our career.
He was very happy he got us fired, but he had no idea it just made us stronger and bigger.
Yes.
Well, it turns out he ended up in the hospital
Oh.
with some kind of mysterious illness, and then
This isn't a gag, is it? You're not making this up, are you?
Oh God, no. And I don't know. It was a back issue, a breathing. I don't know what. The
A
fuck.
mystery illness for the mayor?
And then he's now going into rehab. He's been in the hospital for a while.
Yeah.
Since the convention, pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much. And he's talking from his hospital bed.
Oh boy.
You want to hear this?
Do I ever?
I'll start by asking how you feel.
Yeah, there's a little press conference because people have been wondering what the fuck's going on because they didn't give much info. So they finally did the press conference. Oh, you got the? Can we just do the video?
I don't know if it's the same one or not.
All right.
I'll start by asking how you feel. Everybody wants to know. How does the mayor feel?
I feel much better. I keep on reading the papers. My staff comes in the daytime. We go over stuff going on in City Hall. But, the city is working out fairly well, and I think everybody's pulling together. You're in the hospital, I think 50 days now. It's like, it just...
50 days.
50 days in the hospital?
Yeah.
He's
You
been
don't
there for
spend
50 days?
in the hospital without something really fucking bad.
Of course, they don't want you in there for a weekend.
What's he been there for?
If you could look it up, I don't know. I've heard all sorts of shit. It's very mysterious why he's in there. They're claiming a back injury, but then there was some fucking breathing problem.
I'm here in the hospital. Blah. I choke on my own tongue.
Days now. It's like,
what?
It's wearing more people involved in decision making, and you listen to them. It's not like the old days. I'm the mayor. You'll do this or else. Well, you listen to them and see how it's going to work. You get their input. The most of
He's crazy.
Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is my favorite.
What the fuck is he talking about? He's lost his mind.
Is he medicated?
He might be medicated.
I don't know, but what is the article saying?
So in October, he was in Italy and he got very sick. He went to the hospital. They diagnosed him with an upper respiratory infection, and then they found a blood clot that had traveled from his leg to his lungs.
Oh, Jesus.
While he was in the hospital, he fractured his spine, and then they found out he had type 2 diabetes.
Holy shit.
I didn't mean to laugh, but
The
it's
mayor.
a terrible scenario. How do you fracture your spine while you're in the hospital?
Wow.
Probably fell out of bed or something.
Holy shit.
And see how it's going to work. You get their input. The most of Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
The turkey, mashed potatoes. We're gonna have a good time. The turkey, mashed potatoes. It's Thanksgiving.
It's my favorite holiday, because it's time when you help people.
But, Mr. Mayor, to be clear about this,
Yeah, good luck.
you have no plans to retire.
I don't know what?
Plans to retire.
I have no plans. No. I checked my retirement. It wasn't good enough.
He's fucked up right here.
What do you want people to know, Mayor? What do you want the people who are going to be seeing this on television to know?
I just, it's hard for me to do, but I just want people to know that I'm up, I'm well. I'm still out there fighting. We'll be back in a few weeks.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's just depressing.
Now I just feel bad. What is this, the Feel Bad show?
I guess.
That we're running here on this fucking channel?
I guess.
Jeez, felt all bad yesterday. Poor Joe Piscopo.
Oh, right. Who's calling in today?
He's calling in.
You're not
Stay
gonna,
tuned,
you're not
kids.
going to feel bad because you're going to realize he has no self-awareness. So
hope not.
So everything is just, perfect in his life.
Do you think he'll go, yeah, the crowd was great?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
And now this.
Still to come, Tony with an easy recipe that is perfect for entertaining.
Also, the reason why the latest royal visit was extra special for the Duke, and Duchess of Cambridge.
The douche. Prince William, they called him the douche.
The what? The douche?
Yeah, do you think those people over there in England will ever get over their obsession for the royal family?
No.
Why? They're useless people.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they do.
Nothing.
They really have become just figureheads. I mean, they have power.
They all worry about that stupid queen and what she thinks of them.
Fuck the queen. She ain't no human being.
Ah?
Right?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
She's way older than they ever thought she'd get.
Oh, hells yeah.
She's way older than they ever. No one saw her living this long.
That's some lifestyle they got over there. They just fucking treat her like a little veal, and she's
what a weird way to live too. You're kind of hoping your mom dies so you can get the big gig.
Get the big gig.
Year after year, you just sit there. It's your mom, but you really want her to die.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, it's the whole name of the game, right?
If you're born into the royal family, you're not hoping your mom lives a long life.
It's royal.
You're hoping she dies early, man.
Yeah.
Because you're just sitting around waiting. That's your whole life.
Waiting.
Just last week, there was an article about how impatient Prince Charles was getting.
Well, he should be impatient at this point.
They're not acknowledging the fact that means he's impatient that his mother refuses to die.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
she
running
just-
out of time.
She just continues to breathe.
How old is he?
He's in his 60s.
He might even be 70 at this point.
He's 64.
He wants to
64.
be king shit? Is
So-
that it? What
He's
is
like,
it?
He's like Simba from The Lion King.
Oh.
Yeah.
Safe to say he's been waiting 40 some odd years for everyone to die.
Yeah.
So he gets the big gig.
What's his gig as king, right?
Nothing. You play a little polo.
No, but I mean, would he be
shoot
king?
at ducks, I think. Yeah. Well, now there's rumors that they might pass by him
I
and
was
go with the young
passed
guy.
over.
Go with the young guy.
I'm smart.
Prince Harry is just like fingers to the Lord saying, I don't give a fuck. I'm never going to be king. I could do whatever I want.
Well, he's not even like...
Why? Because
Prince William, I mean...
Prince William.
Right. Prince William's going to be the king.
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry doesn't give a fuck.
And then Prince William's kids
Oh, yeah.
get it.
Oh, Harry doesn't have a
Harry
shot.
doesn't have a chance in hell.
But he don't give a fuck.
He don't care.
He doesn't give a
not even-
he's nude in fucking Vegas
Exactly. Yeah, he's-
suites playing pool.
He's not even blood related to those guys.
He's done.
in my humble opinion.
I don't think he doesn't
Oh
look
my
like.
God! Look at the.
He doesn't look like Charles at all. He's got a big head of hair. His mother was a fucking whore.
He's got a Khloe Kardashian thing going on.
Yeah.
Can you do this again? I love it.
Lady
guy
Di was a fucking.
The guy that Lady Di was supposedly, or has it been proven, had an affair with.
I would go on record as saying I bet she fucked that guy.
Look at
Oh,
this.
James Hewitt, his name is, or something?
James Hewitt.
Look at this. You try to tell me that this isn't Prince
Yeah,
Harry's
there's
father.
something going on there.
There's a better one you passed by, though, Sam. Go back
And
to
he's
the
got
good
that
one.
full head of hair, unlike his brother who's fucking already
Yeah.
bald.
No. One more over. Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
You
look at that
tell
pic
me
right
they
there.
have the exact same weird nose.
Look at the smile and the oh man, the hair, everything. That's his son. Your son.
And they will not acknowledge that whatsoever. Oh, and here's the other one where, okay, you got Prince Charles on the right, you got Prince Harry in the
Right.
middle, and then you got James Hewitt on the left. So,
Oh,
so you
man.
can decide. So you can decide whose father is his.
Same
biologically.
nose, same smile.
Right.
Same eyes.
Dude, that's him.
Of course it is.
And then look at Charles. Not a fucking hint that he
No.
looks like Charles.
Can you put Charles and William together? Because, of course, the shitty royal family won't acknowledge it.
Oh,
won't
Charles and
acknowledge
William look fucking
No, they both
exact.
have
They got the same dumb bald head
they
now.
both have horrendous hair.
Poor fucking William's got to do the comb over already.
He lost half his hair during the wedding ceremony. Look at this.
I mean, that's
course.
obvious that these two are fucking.
Of course.
Same goofy looking DNA.
Yeah.
Make it bigger, Sam.
That's why they're just full of shit. They won't acknowledge that they have different fathers. It's pretty obvious, I think.
She was fucking. He has a lot of Lady Di look in him
Right.
too, but
But you could see
You
You
could
can see
tell.
it in the smile and in the way in the cheekbones.
Sure, you can
Yes.
totally see it.
and the height.
Could you go back to Harry? Now go back to Harry.
Nice hat, Harry.
Give me another Prince Harry picture with the alleged biological father. The alleged. I wonder if this will ever come out.
Yeah,
Which one do you want to look at? We did that
We'll
one.
never do DNA testing on that. No fucking way.
It's the same fucking
That's
guy.
The nose is a little different. No,
Not
No,
really.
It's dude. It's look. It's oof. Yeah, oof is right. She accepted his cock.
Willingly.
Lady Di was known to fucking get out. She got out. She was with that fucking Arab guy.
She sure was.
It's exactly the same as the Kardashian picture we look at. Like, look at the family photo of the three guys.
Right.
Yeah.
One is obviously different.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Whoops.
That's why she.
And then Charles has to accept him as his kid, and
Yeah.
he knows.
He knows. He fucking knows.
Because he has to accept it for the big picture. That
They probably
just,
weren't even fucking at the time.
They just cover up all scandals over there.
Yeah.
Look at those pictures, man. That looks like him.
Yeah, it's
It's amazing. Go down a little. Go down.
You saw that one?
Stop. Top row.
Right.
Go over one more. Who's that?
That?
That's Harry.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty recent picture of Harry.
Yes.
But he
That
looks
really
just
looks like the guy, too,
Yes.
because it's like similar age now right there. And then look at the other picture of his brother right next to it. Yeah, with his dumb fucking Prince Charles baldy head and his dumb face.
Who do you think was a better fuck? The military guy Hewitt or Prince Charles?
Oh, Charles strictly like, hoity-toity fuck.
Yeah, and you know, the James Hewitt probably gave it to her dirty on her stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't you love to know that shit? You think Hewitt and Prince Harry talk and acknowledge, look, I am your father, but
I'm
obviously
your father.
none of us could say anything ever. You think that shit goes down?
I don't know. Is that Hewitt now?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
It's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, there's
It's
something
all
there.
over the internet. I mean, obviously we're not
breaking any new ground,
Of course
as
we're
they
not.
say.
Of course we're not. So, hey, got a couple things here. I brought it to the show's attention, this Amazing Randy. You want to listen to this real fast?
Sure.
Ooh.
They found the part of the Penn Jillette podcast where he was talking to the Amazing Randy, who is just the king of the skeptics. He's the number one guy. And they started talking about faith healing. And I thought this was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Because the Amazing Randy got into one of these faith healing things.
Yeah.
Went undercover and discovered a lot of shit. And I thought this was a good listen.
I have experienced people who I think were absolute true believers and also using tricks.
Yeah.
Because they thought, yes, there is ESP, but I got to bump it up a little bit to convince people.
Exactly.
And when you did the book, The Faith Healers, the wheelchair thing you talked about is an amazing example of that.
Yeah.
You want to explain that? I just it blew my mind.
I first saw it with W.V. Grant. Now, I don't know if Grant's still in business, as a matter of fact. He had some problems, and I think that I might have been responsible for them, But we found out that when he came to Fort Lauderdale, for one thing, that it was really in the bag at that point. I had been suspecting it up until then. But when he got to Fort Lauderdale, we saw a raft of wheelchairs that were unloaded from a huge van that he had. Now, I say a raft of I don't know how many will fit on a raft. I've never tried, and I don't see any point in doing that. But it had to be at least 30, perhaps 40 wheelchairs of various kinds. They were unloaded.
And various kinds is important. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Not matching.
Oh, yeah, because some of them were very ratty looking, as a matter of fact, and they creaked and they had flat spots on their tires and whatnot, you know. And which we would do if we were trying to fake a thing like that.
Certainly would.
Even if we didn't have to do it, if we could buy brand new ones, we wouldn't do that, would we?
No, we would not.
There you go. So they were being taken in backstage. I just made a note of that, and I was in sufficient disguise, I can assure you, when we saw them unpacking the vans. And then when some of the subjects there, who we had seen in line, and some of them were distinctive, and they were walking, some of them with a walking stick or a cane of some kind, but others not walking with any aid at all. Then when we saw them brought on stage in wheelchairs, riding in wheelchairs, as if they couldn't walk, and then being so-called healed by Reverend Grant, stand up in the name of Jesus, kind of thing. And they would stand up and they would walk forward a little unsteadily because they just got out of a wheelchair. And I saw that. I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, they know that they didn't need that wheelchair. Grant certainly knows that they didn't need that wheelchair. But then when I got to talk to them afterwards, they told me, he said that, yes, you should get into the wheelchair so that we know that you require healing.
Yeah.
That's a sure sign, you see, when we wheel you out on stage, then I know that you need healing.
It's an amazing thing.
So, yeah, they're getting healed for some fucking, headache.
Right.
Meanwhile, they stand up just because they're standing up.
Right. And
to say like, oh, thank you.
And the trick is that you go, oh, look, we're going to put you guys in wheelchairs so we can wheel you up on stage easier, and so you know who to pick from the stage.
But everybody watching is like, well,
Right.
he's in a wheelchair. It must be his
Yeah,
legs.
but no one else knows that was said ahead of time.
Right.
Isn't that an amazing thing?
Yeah. Wow, I thought they really healed him and let him walk on.
Yeah, well, and also, to just be more comfortable. And this, you see in magic all the time in a combination of instant stooging, is that you do one trick for the actual person who's on stage and another trick for the whole audience.
Exactly.
And that's, it's a brilliant, very sophisticated technique in magic.
Oh, yes.
Having someone pick a card beforehand out of a deck where you can do a card force. And you can know what card they're going to pick, and then tell them to look at that card and say, remember that card, think about that card, have that card in your head, and then when the actual show comes out, you do this all before the show when it's just the two of you.
Yeah.
And then when the whole show comes out and you have hundreds of people watching, you then say, do you have a card in your head? Is that card just in your head? Do you have it anywhere else? You're just thinking of that card. You've told no one, is that correct? You're thinking of the card, it's in your head, it's nowhere else, and the card is, and you name it, and you've done an okay trick for the person. If they don't know the card was forced, that's an okay trick. But for the audience, it's a miracle.
Absolutely.
Because you haven't brought up the deck of cards. And the thinking that moves that to the wheelchair, that the person stand up. How do you feel? And the adrenaline rush is there, and they feel terrific, and they feel healed, and the mention is never, you don't need the wheelchair.
Well, there was a woman...
very, very brilliant idea.
Oh, brilliant.
And evil.
Isn't that wild? So to the audience, they're like, holy shit, this guy was in a wheelchair, now he's walking. But to the person on stage, like, no, he healed my joint pain in my elbows.
Healed.
There's one more part if this is going okay.
What,
Yes, no?
I like Penn.
Yeah.
Now, I was with a CBS crew in New York. I've forgotten exactly where I was. It was CBS studio, anyway, New York. They asked me to go along and see a W.V. Grant performance. And I stood well at the back, and I did a lot of this thing with the hand of not showing the face completely. I just didn't want to be recognized, of course. And they were taking notes, and they were cutting away to me every now and then as I made comments. And we saw a woman go up on stage. Not go up on stage, be taken in a wheelchair from the wings out onto the stage. And Grant took her cane, which was laying across the arms of the wheelchair. So this is a sort of a half and half, you see. It's a very clever gimmick, psychologically. And he took her cane and threw it to the other side of the stage. He said, make the devil mad. And he threw the cane away. And then he said, looked at her and he said, stand up and walk across the floor. Make the devil mad now, come on. And she stood up and she walked a little unsteadily across the floor. And she broke out into a big smile. Now, she could do that, and she knew that she could do that. And so afterwards, I said, watch for this lady. She was very distinctive in appearance and in costume. And I said to the crew, keep your eyes open. Oh, there she is. So I called her over, and we were out in the lobby. And we had an easy space where we could operate, and the video crew was there. And I said to her, I saw you standing up out of the wheelchair. And she said, oh, yes, hallelujah, hallelujah, I'm healed. And I said, but you've got your cane back. And she said, oh, yes, because I'm still unsteady. And I said, but you didn't come in that wheelchair, did you? Because I knew very well this had been supplied. And she said, well, no, I didn't. But he asked me to sit in it. And I said, okay, but don't you think that was a little dishonest? And she actually paused for a minute, kind of thing. And she sort of looked up, and then she looked at me and said, well, maybe a little bit. And she smiled and nodded and started to walk away. And we kept the camera on her. And then she spun around and she pointed the cane at me. And she said, but I still believe. Now, isn't that the most discouraging thing? She's been in on a scam, and she knows it was a scam, if she thinks about it at all. And then she said, but I still believe. You're not going to take that away from her.
Isn't that amazing? That's why a lot of those guys continued after they were exposed as frauds.
Yeah, it's their gig.
Because people just still believe.
They're desperate to believe.
Aw.
The
Poor
Amazing
bastards.
Randy. I don't know. If that was of interest to you, you should look up some clips online because he's done a lot of stuff over the years.
How old's that motherfucker?
83, 84.
How old's that queen?
Yeah.
That old queen.
Yeah, how old is she?
Yeah, Penn Jillette said during the podcast that, asked The Amazing Randy, and he came out when he was in his 80s as being gay.
Gay is for the fucking young.
In his 80s. But he did say his family and friends always knew.
Yeah.
And, he finally made it public when he was in his 80s.
Great. Why would you do that? Wouldn't you want as much fucking, cock in your younger years? You
would
put it out
imagine.
there and get the cock.
Wasn't acceptable back,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
even
more
for someone in the
acceptable.
arts,
Nah,
in the entertainment field.
It was barely acceptable 10 years
Yeah.
ago. It's only been the last 10 that it's been pretty much okay, right?
Yeah.
And still not okay in a lot of parts of this country, right, guys?
Yeah.
They're out there. Fuck them.
Gay is definitely for the young, though.
So
It's for the young.
Those faith healers, though, man, they continued even when they were exposed.
You were watching
Mediums they continue even after they're exposed.
You were watching those videos. I was watching videos last night of girls dancing to the Gangnam Style.
Is that
video?
A new thing?
Yeah, there's a few videos out there of chicks, just like groups of girls,
Nice.
like little dance troopy girls, just dancing to that fucking shit. It's hot, man.
Are we gonna be
fucking girls dancing?
It's very sexy.
Fucking God, they can do things with their hips and stuff.
I know this is where this is going to go, though.
Why?
I'm going to point out a video, and then we're all going to be uncomfortable because the girl's going to be slightly too young.
No. It had nothing to do with
Okay,
that.
all right,
There's there's a bunch of Asian girls, I guess, right?
Which
here.
one? This is the one?
This is one.
Oh, good
Like,
God.
it's just fucking, look at them. They're all leggy little Asian girls. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty hot. 5 Asian girls.
Look at that. They look like fucking anime.
Is there anything we could add to the Japanese diet to get their private parts a little more?
You want to?
The private parts are always underdeveloped.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ass
Now
is a
they're
little
dancing.
too flat. The boobs are a little too small.
That looks good though.
They're lacking a little shape though.
Crazy. Yeah, they are pretty fucking.
That's pretty hot though. What am I saying?
That is pretty fucking hot. Yeah.
Sexy lady.
What is that dumb move? That dumb fucking move.
You're holding on to
They're
a
riding
horse,
the
man.
horse. It's so stupid.
You used to ride horses. That's how you probably
I
looked.
never did this.
No? Well, how do you ride a horse? Like this?
No, I just
And then
fucking hold the reins.
Well, what do you do with your right hand?
Smack that ass.
How does Anthony ride a horse? He's the back end of it. So he's an ass.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're doing a little ridey thing. Look at those legs. Kind of a horn dog.
Yeah.
Crazy. What are you gonna do?
Well, who is it when they see this?
No.
That's good shit right there.
Yeah.
We should break and get Steven Singer in here because we got to get the O&A jingle
Take the sexy
contest
out of the room.
winner.
Gets the sexy right out of the fucking room.
I disagree.
Oh, yeah?
I think Steven brings a certain amount of sexuality to the show.
Yeah.
With his seductive hand gestures and his little his devil make hair glances.
Maybe he'll allow us to get those Super Silver Argentium love necklaces and pull them out of his ass like anal beads. How hot would that be?
Have fun with that.
Sexy? No?
Which one should we play in a break? We got 2 new production pieces that are really good.
What are the choices?
One is a trailer for Cobra redone.
Oh.
And one is a clip from a new TV show called America's Got Genitals. Much like America's Got Talent, but
oh boy,
the judges are rating genitals.
It's to you, Ann.
You know
it's
what?
To you.
And I'll say this.
It's to you.
America's Got Genitals, the judges.
Yeah.
are, of course, Howie Mandel, Sharon Osbourne, Howard Stern, and Rich Voss.
I say let's go with that right now.
Right.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
All right, let's listen to this.
Welcome back to the finals of America's Got Genitals. We've got 4 contestants left, and you at home will decide which genitals are America's genitals. Our judges are here. Rich Voss, what should the people at home be looking for in a penis?
You take a nice one about this big, white, cut. It's got to be cut. You don't want it to look like a fucking horrible brown turtleneck, okay?
All right, let's take a look at Travis. Judges, what are your final thoughts on the genitals?
I'm not sure what that was.
My vote is no.
Look at that. That looks like a missile. Nobody likes a balls like that. It's like a grown man's penis with a young boy's balls.
All right, Eric is our second finalist. Eric, why don't you come out here and present your genitals?
You are truly amazing. I have to admit, you are making me a fan.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. It's amazing. No, you don't think that's a nice penis. Look at the head. Look at the shape and everything, the balls, the contrast. It's a good presentation.
All right, let's keep it moving. Danny is our third finalist. Danny, show us what you got.
I'm very confused by you.
Look, I had a lot of hope for you, and all I saw is a guy with his pants off and a rather small package, quite frankly.
See, that one isn't great because the balls are too tight. Just an opinion.
And let's bring out our last finalist. Let's give it up for Kenny.
My boyfriend, absolute perfection.
I am giving you a big yes.
Now that's a perfect penis. You know what it is? Look at the big balls behind it, you know, and the head, like there's a little ridge, so it's, you know, when you come down it, you'll hit your, you know, like you'll know you hit the head. You know what I mean? It's fucking, that's a good one.
Okay, the judges have spoken. We'll find out what America thought after this, when America's Got Genitals continues.
I'm not gay.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, what kind of donuts we got?
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit, yo.
Look at these donuts.
Is that a jelly donut? A jelly donut! I'm holding it like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
Oh, wow. These are like special donuts. What are they, the Christmas donuts?
Oh, thank you.
Are these the Christmas donuts? Are they a big sponsor? No. More Plug-Ola? I love Plug-Ola. It's the best type of gifts.
I love this.
Red velvet.
I gotta eat like breakfast, and then I'm gonna have a little dessert today. I might want that one.
Look who's in the studio, by the way, is you might remember him from Three's Company as Jack Tripper's neighbor and friend. We've used that one already, but
funny every time, though.
It really is. Hi, Steven Singer.
Wait, I just want to say something about Dunkin' Donuts. They're like all decorated like Christmas balls. They're very festive, these donuts.
Oh, are those you did that for the Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take a couple of those. Boogie night.
You want one, Steven Singer?
No,
that guy's brains go all over the place.
You're trying to...
Don't eat sugar.
What?
You don't eat sugar at all?
No.
He can't be hated if he's sweet.
God, you really are hateable.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Why don't you eat sugar?
Yeah, what's up with the
Type
no
2
sugar?
diabetes. Haven't had any sugar in 5 years.
Go for type 3. Come on. Oh, terrible.
Look, we all have someone in our family that has the diabetes, so I can't make fun of that.
Happens.
You had it your whole life?
No.
You no insulin pumping motherfucker.
That's it.
Well, you got it later in life?
Can you guys get another sponsor for the show? I'm the only one that has to get ridiculed.
Exactly.
You believe this shit?
You're the
It's
only
terrible.
sponsor, man.
It's unbelievable.
We're just wondering when you're going to leave.
No, I'm here. I signed. Listen, you guys signed 2 years. I signed 2 years. I
Yeah,
said,
he signs with...
whatever
he
your
signs with
contract
us.
was, that was what I signed.
That's hilarious.
I love that. You guys are the greatest. Listen,
Wait, diabetes...
thank God everybody here is serious blows, though, because it's It's, you know, I mean, I'm the only sponsor, so I get like top billing. Every
Yes.
time an O&A customer comes in, you know, a fan, is, are you sponsoring? I said, I guess I'm the only sponsor. Who else is going to sponsor it?
I
You
know. That,
whatever's
that's
going
true.
on, I'm doing it.
I really
You know,
don't think
I'm in.
I don't think we
love
have
it.
another sponsor.
It's the greatest.
We have other advertisers.
Oh, yeah,
kind
tons of advertisers, but, you know, it's,
Yeah.
but
I
not
wanna
that
know more
believe
about
in the O&A product.
Wait, diabetes, which one you got? The 2?
Type 2, yes.
Isn't that the
I
one
have
you control with diet?
Yes, that's why I don't have any sugar. I don't have.
So you
I
could
eat
eventually-
very little carbs and no sugar. I don't.
man.
I mean, I would flip over and have it if I ate crap, you know. But I don't.
So you could eventually eat sugar again if you want. If you get your diet under control.
I could, but I choose not to.
In commemoration, he's selling gold-covered pancreas.
Yes.
It's amazing. Oh, Jesus.
Ay.
What is the plural of pancreas? Pancreas?
Pancreas?
Pancreas?
I don't know.
Why no gifts today?
Well, it's like this. I'm giving you $2,000 for the winner, right?
Exactly.
We gave 2 $500 gift cards to the E-Rock winners, right?
Yeah.
Which if this fucking technology worked, I could have called up because I wanted to vote, but I'm listening to it online. I'm like 20 minutes behind by the time the lag time calls in.
You're lucky you got it at all if it was online or
it's
the app
unbelievable.
or something.
And it
It's always
shuts off
fucking
right
up.
in the middle of wherever I'm at.
There is,
He's
right. There's a lag time.
Oh, it
One
sucks.
time we left and I got home so fast that I listened to the end of the show.
Right.
I think it's about. It's over 5 minutes.
Oh
now.
yeah, it's like 8 minutes or something.
It's like
I don't
8
know.
minutes.
It's
or something.
unbelievable.
I
But,
heard myself close the show from
Right.
my apartment.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of dumb, Steven.
But
You should be
listen,
running this
I will
place.
listen. I don't carry stuff around with me, but anything you guys want, I will absolutely hook you up.
Well,
for
we
Christmas
know
or
that,
anything.
Steven.
And besides that,
did you hear?
I heard you ruined all my rings.
Well,
oh man.
And why wouldn't you call me?
There's a couple things.
First of all, I would have told you how to get them off.
I really-
didn't call me, Tony.
I want to
What's
thank.
up with that?
I want to thank you for taking care of my brother-in-law.
My pleasure.
You couldn't be bothered. You weren't in the store that day, but your people took care of me,
Well, you
which was
called
really
up.
nice.
He said, "Listen,"
which was really nice.
I was somewhere. Actually, I think I was in New York, and they called and said, "Listen, we're coming down now."
man.
And you know, but we'll
I
hook
deal
you
with
up.
what's his name over there. He's awesome, and I always
Tom, Joe.
Joe,
I think it was. Right, Turbo
What?
Joe. I think
Turbo
hooked
Joe
up.
rules.
Turbo
Yeah.
Joe.
Don't lose him. He's a
Yeah.
good
Cool
guy.
name
Name
He's a
to
good
have.
man.
That's almost as good as T-Bone.
Right.
So I
Turbo Joe.
I know I was taken care of when he went in there, my brother-in-law, for the engagement ring, and I appreciate that. And then my wife decided she loves her ring so much, she kept them on her fingers.
She's really
her
in
finger
love.
way too fucking
I
long
know.
when she was pregnant.
Well, you got to give them to me. I got to fix them up.
They're
I'm
bad.
gonna- I know.
I had to
heard
snip
you
them
ruined
twice.
them.
I had to snip both rings twice because the one didn't work because then I couldn't pull it apart. So I had to snip it again.
That's a
How would you have
disaster.
gotten them off?
Well, we
what's
have a
the-
thing called a guillotine. And it looks
Jesus.
kind of like a can opener. It slides under, it has a little hook. It slides underneath so it doesn't grab the skin, and you turn it, and it slices the ring real nice, and then you open it up, and it's
Holy shit.
It's a very cool thing. It's
not like a bolt cutter?
Yeah, people from the hospital sends us people every week. We send
Oh,
people
no,
over that our rings are.
She
screwed
waited
up, and
way
we
too
do
long,
like
Jimmy.
that.
There was no way I was getting this
Right.
finger off her.
Then when you solder
this
that
ring off
shit
his
back
finger.
together?
Then we'll put it back together. But it sounds like he butchered them so much, so I'm going to have to cut the whole shank off the bottom part of
Well,
it.
then
and
I
put a whole
did
new-
stretch them
right,
too,
yeah.
so
man.
they look ugly. I
Right.
should have brought them.
I was cringing when I was listening to the description of doing it. You know what I mean?
That's like Leslie says to Jocktober. That's how
Right.
he reacts to that
Right.
fucking.
What? Yeah.
It was bad.
What'd you use? Like nippers?
Wait, I might have a picture of what.
What'd
her
you
finger
use?
looked like.
The fucking
the
pliers, side cutters, dikes?
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff.
Can you
The snips.
can you make it look like they weren't cut?
Yes,
like you
it'll
can
be
cover that?
completely
Really?
invisible. Yeah, it'll be. You'll never
invisible.
know anything
Like
happened.
magic.
Let me see if I can
Yes,
find.
we will fix it up for you.
I got to find the picture really fast.
Could you make me a gold
You know
dog
when you were
collar?
listening to Joe Piscopo and you guys were cringing?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, look, there's a
Ixnay.
chance. There's a
Ixnay.
chance I won't be the worst guest of the day, but only a slight chance. But but when you were listening, when you were describing how the silence over the room and how they were
Yes.
forcing, that's how I felt when he was talking
When he
about
was
cutting
talking
off
about-
the rings.
Pass it around.
Oh, did you fuck that up?
There's all.
Wow, look at her finger.
Yeah,
It's
she
all
waited too long, and then as
fucked
soon
up.
as she tried, then everything
Because she's
swelled
in
up
love.
bad.
She's in love
Dude,
with
you
the
like
Opie.
twisted piece of the ring like
Yeah.
up. What is
Yeah.
And then I wasn't sure I had the skin when I had to go for the snip.
Oh, yeah.
But the time is running out. Her finger was purple and blue.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was saying, what the?
I was going to go to.
If you would have called me, I would have told you exactly what to do.
I don't think.
Oh my God!
I would have hooked you up.
No, look how
I'm telling
bad
you, I've been doing this for 32 years.
But how would you have gotten that? That's pretty bad.
I would have told him, listen, there's tricks to the trade. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Is it? What do you put? Butter or?
We looked up stuff on the old internet. You know, her father
because what happens is
good
as
with
soon as you
tools
start
and
to
shit.
panic. And you start to
That's
do
what
it,
happened.
Then it starts to swell up.
Right.
It wasn't as bad before you start to
No,
panic,
it wasn't.
right? And then
you go for the
and then
panic.
you start to cut and you start to do it, and then she's nervous. You're worried you're going to cut her finger, and it gets worse and worse and worse.
I made her promise me that she wouldn't get mad because I had the snips, and I'm like, look, I don't know if I have a piece of your skin.
Right.
Are you cool with this? Because your finger is blue. I
Right.
keep saying fingers because it was 2 rings on one finger.
Right.
I go, your finger's blue. I got to do this, but I might snip you, and I don't want you getting fucking pissed off because I really don't know.
Right.
And then with all my force, and then the piece went pew across the room.
Shit.
Yeah. Now, if we do it, it's a real easy fix. What you did is like you stress the metal's like taking off the top of a beer can. You know what I mean? You stress it back and forth. The metal it's ruined, so I have to cut it all off and put new stuff.
You
But
put some stress fractures in there.
We'll fix you up.
And I don't have to get a push present, right?
You absolutely do.
It's 8 weeks in.
It doesn't matter.
Fuck!
Listen,
Of course, the jeweler's going to say I have
No,
to.
listen.
Yeah, I know, because you have asked the worst person.
You asked Sam when he came in for his engagement ring. What did I tell you? What did I say to you? I said,
she's
don't
making a
get
mistake.
Engaged. Don't get married. I said, first of all, she's way too cute for you. But besides that, don't do it. I said, you got to be an idiot. Right? It's the dumbest. Listen to Anthony. Anthony knows, right?
I know everything.
Wait, you make your business selling engagement rings, and you're telling the guys as they come in don't do it.
That's exactly
How are you
right.
open?
Because you got to be a fucking idiot to get married.
And by the way, there are other things you can get girls
Right,
besides
buy her
engagement rings,
a
but
stall, right.
and then that way you don't have to get fucked over by getting married.
Because
I'm looking around the room, I'm seeing, this is new love over here and new marriage and
he's
stuff like
in
that.
love, yeah.
There's got to be someone else in the room that's completely disgusted with marriage at this point.
Yes.
We know that, yes.
As you point to the unknown.
Oh,
Yes.
boy. Oh, brother.
But yeah, no,
All right.
but no, you
You're right
definitely
over
have
there?
to get a gift.
You're right,
You
huh?
definitely got to get a gift, and they make up some shit. You know when they go in the ladies' room and they all go together? That's where they teach these classes of what you got to do. A gift for this, this happened.
That's where the
whatever.
conspiracies happen?
Mother, and
Yeah.
you get. They say you have up to a year, right, to get and you have to get her.
Stephen,
something.
let me tell you a little story about my engagement ring and where I bought it. It was at the other corner of the track 22. And,
You've heard the story by now, right?
Yeah.
Penn Station.
Yes.
There was a jewelry store in Penn Station. I walked in. I went, yep, she's worth that.
You think they're reputable in Penn Station?
Oh, I'm sure there's no
jewelry
bait
store
switch there. I wish I could have baited and switched my
the
fucking
book
life.
you guys they had the guy in a couple weeks ago with the hotel book with the heads in beds.
You know
or
that
something
guy
like that?
died?
That was good.
That guy died?
You're kidding me.
Yes.
Holy shit, Jimmy.
Oh, first Mr. B knowing now this. Oh, this is going to be a great day. Anyway, so I am working on a book, and I have a whole chapter of bullshit stuff that jewelers do, like loser jewelers. 95%, 98% are honest, legitimate, and do a great job.
98%?
Yeah,
There's
very high
no way
percentage.
that it's
No, I'm
that
telling you.
high.
But the 2 or 3% that are bad are really bad.
What's something shady that they do?
The places that buy old gold and they do that type of shit. So there's 3 or 4 things they do that are just unbelievably ruthless. And that's one of the reasons why I never did it. One of the things they'll do is they'll take something in, they'll test it, and they'll say, oh, no, this is no good. It's fake or whatever. You want me to throw it away for it? And people say, yeah, it's worthless. And they throw it in the trash. People leave, take it out. Thing's worth, whatever, $5,000, something like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That type of thing. That's a shitty thing. Another thing they used to do is they would take, there's, the acid that they test gold with. They'll scratch it and they'll put acid on it to test it. And they do this in pawn shops. They do it all over.
Yeah, I've seen it on
cut
Pawn
the acid
Stars.
with salt or whatever other chemical they put in to cut it. So they'll say, this stuff that tests up, it's not real. When they'll do the thing, they'll test it up. So if it's fake, it turns up green. It looks like it's gold plated or that type of thing, or gold filled. And if it's real, it stays clear. So it'll say, no, see, all this is all fake. This is that type of stuff, and it's all real.
I'd say I brought my own acid with me. Let me fucking try it in front of you.
Wait, but how do they make it to
throw it in their
turn
face.
green if it's real?
Because they cut the acid. They cut it with either salt or some other chemical in there, so it gets like a false negative, or you know what I mean, that type of stuff. And it's
no, I want to go into that business. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that sounds like a
there's
great
a lot
business.
of there's a lot of shady stuff that goes
Shysters.
on. I'm in a business of idiots, much like radio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, welcome. Yes.
Yes.
I need a piece of jewelry. Like, I don't wear jewelry, and I want to get some. I don't wear a watch anymore because of just the phones. You don't use a watch anymore, but I want to get a piece of jewelry, just something that.
Do you pinky ring?
Nah, nothing quite like that.
What's the matter with you?
Cock ring. No, I want to get some.
Steven Singer's cock ring collection of super silver argentium around your ball bag.
Steven, I'm going to do you a favor today.
Yeah, I'm going to size you up for that.
We got a guy named Tony who went from Brooklyn all the way down to see you.
Right.
And he was extremely happy. Tony?
That's nice.
Was Steven in New York?
I drove from Huntington all the way down to Philly.
Yeah.
Took the train down, and Steven, you actually gave me a Flyers hockey puck.
I did.
3-year-old, yes.
That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, I have my 3-year-old son. I buy those gold tip roses for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and I like the.
Those are great weapons, too, by the way.
They really are. You can stab your wife.
Plunge
She's
those right
acting
into her chest. When she
You ever
gets
imagine
lippy.
how many roses have ended up in a lady's chest?
Oh, through an eyeball. That's a good zombie killer. Like somebody ought to use that in The Walking Dead, where they take one of Steven Singer's gold-dipped roses and plunge it into a zombie's head.
Or in between the ribs, too, man. That'll get in between the ribs.
Oh, yeah, you could kill someone.
So you had a good experience down there, right?
It was unbelievable. It was hot cookies for my 3-year-old son, and you know what, guys? Go out there. Take the trip, because everything online there's more in the store. So I'm going to get everything, every different color, and get a nice bouquet for all of them by the time it's all done and said.
All right,
Well,
Tony.
that's very nice. Thank you for the kind words.
Ain't you special?
Yeah, and you got that Starbucks right across the street.
Yes, we do.
I like that.
Yes, we do.
I like that a lot.
The other corner?
But the O&A customers that come in are very, very loyal. We have quite.
know
You
that.
always can tell an O&A customer. When they
Yeah.
come in. Oh yeah.
Why? Because they're looking for a ring for under $30 and they have a mullet.
You're familiar with them. Yes, yes.
And you got the fresh cookies, and you make sure the girls show off some cleavage.
Yeah, we have a lot of good-looking girls. We like to make it fun. That's
Steven,
true.
the question's pouring in. Does Steven ship to Canada?
We can ship to Canada, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
He can ship to Canada. A little vague.
There's some tax. There's certain price things and certain tax.
Are there
issues.
tariff issues?
Yes.
Tariff.
Well, the first year we started shipping to Canada, we didn't realize what was going on with the tax issue. So we were sending something. Let's say it's $200, and we paid $300 in shipping for it with free shipping.
Holy shit!
wasn't real smart. What was one of my brighter moments? But
Isn't the whole world economy thing fucked up like that?
Yes,
You
it
can't
is.
just. It's like, no, that's going over there. That's $300,
Right.
please.
Well, yes.
Like, go blow you.
For going over an imaginary line.
One of my greatest joys is when you guys fuck something up or you get upset about something.
You must have a lot of joys.
Well, when you start ranting and raving about something like that, and then I'm yelling at the radio, and I'm like, what's his name? The
You're
guy
with
that
us.
just resigned, the congressman. Who was in a mental institution.
Oh yeah.
Jesse Jackson's
son,
Jr.
right. When you said he's in a fucking mental institution and they reelected him,
They
right? Like
reelected this guy.
I'm yelling at the radio. I was hysterical.
That's why we don't want everyone to vote.
And they
By the
just
way.
wanted to keep him in office till after the election so he could resign, and then they have to do whatever they do to fill the office without it being a legitimate election.
Right.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
As a mental
And
patient.
that's why it should be hard to vote.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Hey, you want to pick a winner for this contest, or we
I
can
would
get you the
love
hell
to.
out of here?
I think it'd be great.
Then we could get back to our show.
How many are we going to listen to?
17.
17?
I don't know. Should
Jesus
we?
Christ.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
You got to
You guys
decide.
narrowed it
I
down?
want you to decide.
I get the final pick?
I think so.
Well, I would have picked a different E-Rock winner.
Who did you
Really?
like?
Wow. Which one?
I like the Rolling Stones guy. The one that was doing the Rolling Stones, because I thought it was evergreen. You could listen to it all year round. And the Christmas one, I liked it, but I thought I'd only listen to we would only rip E-Rock at Christmas time.
Steven Singer's like a super fan. It's kind of
I
creepy.
like it.
No, I mean, listen.
Sympathy for E-Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Sean
No,
F.
listen, there was a lot of them that I liked, but I liked that one the best for some
Yeah,
I kind of
like
liked
that
it.
one.
It just kind of
When he sells, I'm an asshole.
That was good.
that was the
whole
line.
song.
That was the line.
It
right
builds
there.
up to I'm an asshole.
I would like to just isolate that, have on my phone ring like that. Just say, I'm an asshole.
Hey, which one was your favorite?
Oh, no.
You know, I called to ask her a question. She says, I can't listen.
Yeah, I
Oh,
bet.
really?
Yeah.
I bet.
I said, all right.
It's too real
listen.
to you, huh?
Yeah.
Look how sad she gets.
It's all
I know.
in fun.
Right.
It's just got to be like.
She didn't
oh.
want to come with me today. She
All
goes,
right,
no,
here's
I can't be.
and you know what, Steven Singer, when
girl.
if there's any of these you don't want to listen to anymore, just say stop.
All
Because
right.
we got to get through all these.
I like when
And
you
you
say
gotta-
my name. You say my first and last name every time
Steven
you say it.
Singer.
You don't
Yeah.
say Steve or
Because
Steven.
I'm
You
smart.
say Steven Singer.
Because that's promoting you.
That's branding?
Branding, man. It's all about branding.
Who are you on Twitter?
Yes.
What's your Twitter name?
IHSS for I Hate Steven Singer. At IHSS.
IHSS.
Yeah,
Really
at
do
IHSS.
push that whole I hate Steven Singer.
We're very focused.
It's very Nazi-ish, too,
Yes.
the SS,
Yeah.
IHSS.
Oh, exactly.
IHSS.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
boy.
Look
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Next day on the outside.
Oh.
Yeah. JW.
You
Watch
still
it.
got the ghosts?
Yes. Yeah.
The
sure.
ghostesses?
The ghost of Steven Singer. Yeah. I hope he took the tour. He was down.
The tour's pretty cool.
There's
Yeah.
a fucking ghost
you
in
feel,
there.
You feel like you're in like a fucking movie, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I just
He
complain?
explains shit.
Oh,
it's
shit.
awesome.
I just want to complain about something.
Oh,
Let her rip.
Every time I come in here, I think about your old studio. This studio blows.
You're right.
Thank you.
And I got to tell you something. You got no fucking green room. I was in another show on this same floor.
Oh, boy.
Now I went in one green room. Then I went into another inside green room. Then I have
great?
a whole. What the? You used to have a setup. Now you got like friggin' drawer with condiments in it and trash all over it and warm water.
man,
They
look
give
at
me
how
this
we
water.
say-
There's a refrigerator that doesn't work because they can't plug two things in. So you give me this water. It tastes like camel piss, and it's I don't know what the hell's going on
This,
here.
by the
whole
way,
thing.
the worst fucking bottled water ever.
It is. And it's
Crystal
warm.
Geyser.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's
Fuck
the
that.
water's probably fine. It's just warm.
No, it's terrible.
This is our sponsor noticing this. The main
yes.
sponsor
But
who.
you know what?
And they think that, and they think we bitch too
If
much.
you-
This was supposed to be temporary.
But can I say something? And then you share it. You share it with the boys afterwards, right?
Right.
And
Which
I
we
don't
don't,
know.
we don't have a problem with that.
No,
actually.
that's fine. But if you have nice, I mean, you've had some A-list guests recently,
Yeah, Leota was sitting in that shitty office.
right? I mean, which begs the question: what the fuck am I doing here? But
Oh,
anyway,
man.
you've had some really good interviews and some really, Louis C.K. and Penn and the guy from Back to the Future. What's his name?
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd was
Lloyd.
great, and I love that intro now in the top of the show. That's great.
That is a good one.
But no, listen.
Just listening for his reads.
But I like when you say, "Oh, music, no music." We got the music. We
Oh,
don't
I
have
know.
music. It's
Was
half
that
an
your
hour of
choice,
music.
Steven?
Yeah, I don't like the fucking music, but what?
You don't like the bed in there? Yeah.
We're obviously your favorite show.
I like.
It's obvious.
Listen, I like the more whatever's going on, you incorporate it in the spots. That's great.
I
Then
love
it's
it.
fun.
I love it.
Could you?
But
Hold
why
on,
don't
I'm
you
gonna-
guys have a better setup?
Hold
Because you
on.
would attract better guests, and it would be a whole.
We
the whole
get it.
thing would be better.
We get it, and trust me, the listeners get it because they hear us bitch all the time. Can you do us a favor and talk to Scott Greenstein about
Well, I'm
this?
going to talk to the new owners. I'm going to wait till February when the new guys come in
Liberty
and Mel
Media?
leaves. Yeah, because maybe these guys will have a fresh start. I'm hoping. I'm hoping it'll be better. I'm hoping it won't be the same or worse.
I'm more than willing to take the chance because it can't be any worse.
Because-
I'm hoping these guys pump a whole new energy into this joint.
I mean, there's a half a dozen guys in the country ever that have a radio show like this. Wouldn't you treat this like a gem? Should their whole job just to be to make you guys happy?
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Roland, he was telling me some of the crap that he's going. What the hell?
Can you really talk to Scott Greenstein before you leave today?
Listen, I'll be
'Cause
happy
maybe-
to talk. He won't listen to me, but I'll be happy to
Yeah,
talk
but
to him,
it'll
sure.
be another person, and it'll be coming from a different angle too. You're
mean-
absolutely right. You can't have A-listers in our
you have
shitty
such
office.
talent. I always cringe because I listen and I figured this guy's sitting in that same crappy chair that looks like a massage chair from the airport or something in there.
It's so unprofessional.
It is.
And embarrassing.
Really?
And Opie's right. It was supposed to be temporary.
And that's why I bitch about Gary and Rob, because they're supposed to be aware enough to realize how bad that actually is for a radio show. But they're fucking clueless.
I mean,
and that's why I mean
nice
everything I
green
say
room,
about those guys.
And you have such unbelievable potential, and they're
what I
doing a
used to
lot
hear
of
in
great
school.
things. And they're doing a lot of. There's a lot of nice stuff. Well, they put the on demand, like if it works, they have that on demand thing, which is nice to feature. Now
I thought you meant Gary and Rob.
I can have I can listen now on my smartphone if it works. It's good. You know what I mean? It's like
Why
Back
don't
to the Future, where I can listen to like a transistor radio now.
We should have management sell jewelry, and
There you
you
go.
should be our management.
Oh, I would first
Right?
of all.
Why is all the logic coming from the jewelry guy instead of the radio
if
guy?
I was the producer of this show, or if I was, I would.
And Steven,
there's so much stuff I would do different.
And we tell them, look, we'll work with you. Just knock this wall down so the place feels a little bigger. They won't even knock that wall
just
down.
Won't fucking.
That's all wasted space. That E-Rock sits in there. He doesn't need bulletproof glass between. Well, maybe he does. But he doesn't need the big window in the wall. And we could screen the phone calls from out there. It's wasted space. It's like at the very least, just knock that wall down so it feels bigger.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either, to be honest with you.
And then all the great stuff, the funny, like the homeless shopping game, all the great stuff that you guys used to do. And then when you were talking about the old days, I was saying, like, what the hell? Like, that was what made it different.
Me. I know, get the hell out of here.
No,
Friday.
You're right. And I hope that this should be embarrassing for people down the hall to hear.
Nah,
But it should be embarrassing to hear one of the biggest sponsors on the platform, if not the biggest sponsor on the platform, coming in and saying that and meaning it, not being a dick, just honestly meaning that.
I just think you got talent, like you should cherish it. You know what I mean? It's you go through so many losers. I mean, I'm on a lot of shows and a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that's not that good. It's that I'm on it, and they could even be number one in their market, and they're still just, they're just because there's nobody else.
Right.
But
I'm sure Gary listened to you.
But
he's just a figurehead. He means nothing. He's media. He's that middle management bullshit. That
I don't know.
They can't really do anything.
To me, it would take so little to make you happy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A green room, a little bigger studio.
Thank you.
Wow. A little bit nicer environment. You know what I mean? And we're going backwards.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if the next thing you really wanted was two better hosts, a nicer vibe in the room.
Yes.
Then we have to say, all right, slow down a little bit now.
Jimmy and I are doing an air shift, but it's a different time.
All right, well.
All right, let's get to this contest. Let's give away some shit.
But do me a favor and walk down and talk to Greenstein.
I
demand it. Say, I'm a big sponsor and I got a few things I want to say.
What are they going to do? Kick me off? What the hell do I get?
Hey, you in the corner.
Oh.
Can you make sure that happens?
I'll talk
Is he
to
here
anybody.
yet? Yeah, I don't know. No one knows when he's here. That's good.
But at any rate,
here's the jingle contest.
Look how successful you guys are, even with
enjoy
this,
your long weekend,
right?
No. Long weekend? Yeah. You don't.
She wears the pants in the family.
Holy shit.
Somebody's got to make the money.
She works way more days than he does.
Somebody's got to bring home a lot of bacon.
Oh, man, that's
I didn't mean it.
Oh, Sam.
I didn't
brutal.
mean it. I didn't mean it.
You can say things, but you don't say them to the person who made the worst decision of her life. I love her.
All right, we got $2,000 courtesy of IHateStevenSinger.com.
Yes, right.
You have to choose the winner there, Steven. You got
Just me alone? We're not all going to vote?
I will help you.
Come on, Walt.
We've heard these things so many times that it's kind of getting lost.
I've only heard the E-Rock ones. I haven't heard all the other
No, we
ones.
played a lot of these to start the contest. So you got a pen and paper to keep track a little bit? And if you hate one, just fucking tell me to stop it and we'll stop so you get through these, okay? Here's the first one from Andy Schroeder, the O&A Jingle Contest.
All right.
The finalists.
Wake up, you radio wizard, the show's begun. Get up, you radio wizard, even though we know you'll get nothing done. Come on, you radio wizard, the show needs you here to kill a bit. Let's go, you radio wizard, you magically turn everything to shit. Here comes the radio wizard is on his way. Here comes the radio wizard to take all your hopes and dreams away. Radio wizard, what a fucking dude.
That's perfect. That's what we were just talking
there
about.
You go, right on time.
Goddamn
That's
good
stupid
one.
middle management. Useless.
That one was
You don't think they're helpful?
Oh, God, no. Like, he's not even aware enough to see what a sponsor sees when he comes around every once in a while. How many times a year you come by? Twice? Maybe 3 times?
I'm at Sirius maybe half a dozen times a year. I come to see you once
and
or
you
twice
notice
a year.
all this stuff, and the guy that kind of is, I say babysit,
Right.
and I mean that. Babysits
Right.
the channel, doesn't see any of the stuff you see.
I don't know. It's indifference. Their whole job should be to make you guys happy. And then you make everybody else happy, the listeners.
There you go. All right, here's the next finalist, Lucas Hunton.
Ever since he was a young boy, he's been fucking bald. His venison stinks, he just clutters up the hall. Asking him questions like talking to a wall. That egghead dummy doesn't like the show at all.
Eggheaded dummy.
He's the radio wizard, but doesn't know shit. The radio wizard is such a stupid twit. Why do you think he doesn't like the show? I wish that he would.
Oh man, a
Good.
little poo.
Not as good as
right there.
We're on like what 36th floor, 38th. What floor are we on?
36.
I'm not going near the window because they're going to throw me the fuck out the window. I get after these jingles and what I said, I'm going to be done.
How much is here?
Huh?
Is that the full amount? I didn't count it. I believe you.
Huh? Whatever
I don't
you want it to be.
Was it like 2 G's or whatever? That's fucking nice.
Those are some.
I'm such an asshole. I actually.
Jimmy.
You fell for the. Oh, it's the I Hate Steven
There,
Singer.
I Hate Steven
folded.
Singer.
I was going to Twitter a photo with all the money. I'm such a dummy.
With the fake $100 bill that you see folded on the street, and you pick it up, and it's an advert.
Oh,
His eyes lit up.
you got all the tricks.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Good one.
although
not
Lucas
good.
was good, it wasn't
for
as
you.
good as the first one, right? Because we got to make some tough decisions now.
I had the 1 point ahead for the first one.
All right,
Yes.
so I'm crossing out Lucas.
All right.
So we still got the first one.
All
All
right.
right, now the next one is from Evan Lambert.
Come on down to meet Dr. Gay, exec producer on ONA. Mom met a
That
Jew
Freddie
and ran
song.
away from Dr. Gay and the rest of his family. Still plays on Decliff every day. Staff's all here, he takes vacay. Love Dr. Gay. Check out our full line of swastika-shaped butt plugs. Come on down to meet Dr. Gay, exec producer / closet bae. Grew a beard to try to sway his dad's dismay.
She married a Jewish guy.
That's pretty good.
That is a good one.
Where you at, Steven Singer?
I still got that 1 point ahead for the first one.
All right, so we have to cross out Evan.
It was
Hey,
good though.
Could someone tell Joe Piscopo he's going to have to wait?
Uh-oh.
He's going to have to wait.
no.
Steven Singer way more important than
Oh,
Joe Piscopo.
no.
That's right. I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
So we should let Joe Piscopo know that Steven Singer's in right now.
Yes.
He'll have to wait.
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to have to wait.
That a Z list. What's the worst thing you could be? No, Z.
Not even on a list.
Yeah, not even on the list.
You don't even
Not
get
a
on
member of
any
our
list.
staff.
Right.
All right, we're going to go with George Huckus.
All right.
This one was very popular.
All right, let's hear it.
Peter on the board like I run the show. Hoagie in my mouth, hoagie in my mouth. E-Rock Army nigga. E-Rock Army nigga. Fat boy in the seat, bikini girls on the screen. Coke floats in my cup, Coke floats in my cup.
Yeah, I like that one.
I liked it. I liked it when
that
the
one.
E-Rock contest too.
Yeah.
I think I'm tied with the first.
All right,
you
so
guys
it's
are
a
going to
tough
help me
one,
with
man.
that.
All right, so we'll
That's-
keep that in the contest
yeah.
for now?
Yeah, I like that. I pictured a guy pulling up
Do
with
you say
spinners.
that? Do you say that word,
What?
Steven?
What?
You know that word?
What word?
The word
What word?
that was
E-Rock?
in there? Yeah, Iraq.
Army?
Army.
Nigga.
No.
No, he doesn't say that.
In my personal life, no.
No, of course.
No, I
Not
know
even the
it's bad.
Safeway with the GGA?
No, I love all people.
So do we.
Yeah, no.
Well,
what
most
can
of
I say?
we.
Yeah.
Was that Fezzi singing that other song now?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we go.
Do you mind the no? Do you mind the bikini pictures?
No, I fucking love them.
No, not you. Do you mind that certain people patrol through bikini pics?
A little creepy, but
It is a little creepy, right?
A little creepy.
Yeah, it is a little creepy.
I got to stick up for him. I don't think that's creepy. There's other things he does way creepier.
Yeah.
Creep.
All right, let's move on.
Do you ever lay in bed like just looking up at the ceiling and say, "What happened?"
Every day of my life. Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Are you ready for the next one, Steven?
Let's go.
Yes.
This is Ron Roof. He made the finals for the $2,000 that Steven Singer is going to give away in a little bit here.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Jam. Jam. Big jam tips. Jelly. Big jelly tits. 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 Big jam tits. Big jam tits. Big jelly tits. Tits. Big jam tits. Big jelly tits. Tits.
That one should, that one should have got way more attention.
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
Why is it so much
First off,
funnier right I know why. Okay.
I'll tell you one of the
why.
reasons.
I know why it's funnier today.
Well, it's funnier
Yes.
because Eric don't get 2 votes, but it's funnier because you can, like,
Even
now...
knows that Eric got 2 votes.
Yeah.
Well, aren't I supposed to listen?
Yes.
All right.
Thank
but
you.
Here in the studio, you can hear, like, I didn't hear all that stuff in the background. When I was listening on the radio, I couldn't hear it as well.
Okay.
And it's funnier here than I heard it when I heard it over the
It was
the
way
air.
funnier today.
Yeah.
It's been funny the whole time.
I mean,
but even funnier today.
But
I don't know why.
all the stuff that's in the background that they're singing underneath the bed, that's pretty good.
It's,
So what are you going to do with that one?
I'm like a 3-way tie here. I love you guys are going to have to. We're going to have a tiebreaker or a runner-up or something.
No, we'll
I don't
see.
know.
We still got.
Unless there's somebody that breaks through.
We got Kate Allen.
What else did he say underneath?
Know why we know his name, but everybody knows his name in the middle of the day. Anywhere it's Jerry Shepherdini, it's Jerry Shepherdini, it's Jerry Shepherdini.
I wouldn't put her in the finals.
No finals for that.
Not a finalist.
No, I mean, I like where
entertaining.
I like where the
But
bitch's
Steven,
head
when you're
is.
bored, just say done.
All right.
We got to be cruel
Well,
today.
somebody like to listen to there's something at the
All right, fair
redeeming
enough.
at the end.
Yeah, maybe. You never know where it's going.
Next guy is one of my faves.
Go ahead.
Sleeves.
All right.
Oh, God.
What? You like the Sleeves song? Fa la 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 la.
I was feeling pretty good. La la la.
Let's hear
Making
it
my
again.
way to the la 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 la.
Well, that's his Christmas song. This is his entry in the contest.
Right,
all right?
right.
It's called "Kick the Can."
All right.
When I was homesick, like a bag of change. My dozen dogs there, like Michael Bay.
What?
I turned the radio to 06. I'm gonna listen to that fine band, take the back to our day.
All right. Enough. Done.
What? What's wrong?
It stinks. He's terrible.
He hates Sleeves.
How about the blues?
It's very creative, man. Got a little Leonard Cohen in there.
I kind of like that.
I kind of like
hate
it.
Leonard Cohen, too.
What does he mean, kick the can with Opie and Anthony? Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. What? It makes no sense.
Wait, is that the only reference to our show?
I have no idea what else he was talking about.
That's good, man.
So it's one of his
Guy's like
original songs, and then he just
acid
throws
trip.
Opie and Anthony onto the. Steven Singer, I'm going to take this one. He's out.
Really? I like that one.
Yeah, but he took an original song and then he fucking just put our names on the
Oh,
end.
wait a minute. What do you mean? Oh, that was one of his other songs?
I think.
Yes.
There was no O and A in there.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
There's
Nothing.
there's some references.
There was?
Yeah, there's
Travis?
the channel name and
Well, you got to work that hard to figure.
I
it
like
out.
the
It's no
song
good.
itself, though.
Yeah.
I like
The
it.
song is cool. The bad.
You don't like that yet?
No,
The,
it's horrible.
Anthony's so unreasonable.
Oh, I really am.
He gets so annoyed quickly.
It's one of my
Very
favorite
annoyed.
things is your unreasonable dislike of things.
It never matches up, right?
But he's so absolute.
The
That's what I
level's
love.
always
Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
charts.
Yeah.
No, but it's like I kind of like. I don't love blues at all, but like, I can listen to some of it. And
Yeah.
Auntie, no, it
He
stinks.
just loses his
You're out of
mind.
your mind.
It's just he's a fucking 80-year-old man. It makes me laugh.
Thank you,
I
sir.
really am a curmudgeon.
Oh, it's funny, man.
Singer, you want half my sandwich?
No, I'm
You
good.
hungry?
No,
It's a
I'm
nice
good.
egg,
Thank you.
egg white wrap. Little
No.
Swiss
White.
cheese.
Oh, I like
sure
egg
the-
whites.
I'm
Do you
sure
eat
the
them too? Oh,
The kind folks at Sirius are going to treat me to a nice lunch, I'm sure, after this. No.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, of course not.
Don't hold your breath on that one. Here's Melanie.
All right.
I love Mrs. Roberts' cunt.
Strassan, this is going to be an embarrassment.
I love LA because the show is just full of love.
I don't know, dickhead, because I don't know what was going on that day, fuckface.
They always tackle the hard-hitting questions.
How do you get a used tampon back in?
Do you see rabbits?
The Oster, the Aryan.
This show's on 5 days a
It's a
week.
great show,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Take us out, you no talent piece of fat garbage.
Oof.
Oh, thumbs down from Steven Singer.
I did enjoy that one too,
Yes,
though,
of
but not as
course.
good as the winners.
All right. Sean McCrowski.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
This is the Opie and Anthony show with uncensored silliness. What do you think of that? This is the Opie and Anthony show with
I got to stop it because compared to the other version he did.
Dinosaurs, dinosaur.
Rugs a dinosaur.
You want to hear that?
Oh, do I? More than I want to breathe, I want to hear that.
What
I just gotta
think of that?
It's hard to take that one seriously when we had.
I want
when
I
we
want
had
this one as my
in our-
ringtone.
In our heads.
Can I make
for
this a
while.
ringtone?
This one is the one I would listen to as in a mental
Is
institution.
a dinosaur marching, marching. Erock is a dinosaur. How did he get so fat? Erock is a dinosaur marching, marching. Wake up, little piggy boy, and fucking take us out.
Heroes a dinosaur marching.
That's not a finalist, by the way.
I can picture him singing that. I picture him being a fat guy,
Yeah.
like dark skin, like a Mexican guy with a lot of
Yeah.
tattoos
Yeah.
and those fucking prison sunglasses.
Yeah.
Just crooning that into a mic, gently strumming a guitar.
God, we could have had a live gig with these guys performing the E-Rock songs. It would have been amazing.
Yeah.
God, why didn't we do that? That would have been a good
fun.
one.
But they're from all over the country, so actually Sirius would have to fucking spend money flying them in.
Well, we could have had that as part of. It would have been a bigger contest, but you have that as part of the contest.
That would be great.
Or would we just give them a hotel?
Yeah.
Or a kiss?
Yeah. Well, sure.
All right, sign me up. I want to do that. That would be great. We can have it we can do it in the fishbowl out there.
No,
that would be
man,
fun.
We want to do like Hard
At
Rock
the Hard
Cafe.
Rock.
Oh, that'd even be better.
We mean outside.
That'd be cool.
With the people.
Well, let's do it.
I would love to see that guy singing that live.
I would love, man.
You think Mortimer Leaf is doing okay yet?
Mortimer. I said, Mortimer, just take care of that. No, go on along your way.
I want to know how that video ends. I've never gotten to the end.
Hopefully with a gunshot.
Yeah, like the way Bud Dwyer's does. Sleeves! He pulls out a bag. Mortimer, stand back. I don't want to get blood on you as a leaf. Stand back, little Bill the Leaf.
There goes my brain matter.
Yes, there's blood leaking out of my nose. I'm slumping to the floor.
Goodbye, medulla oblongata. Go down the river.
Pulling out of this envelope.
He gives us a lot of material, that Sleeves.
Yes, he does. I
All
like
right.
Sleeves.
Here we go. The next finalists in the O&A, I guess it's like a sound contest, really.
Yes.
Steven Singer's here, $2,000 for the winner. This is Brian Hoff.
One is a pedophile, the other one's a dick. Third one sits at home pulling on his prick. But when they get together, it's lots of fun. It's Opie and Anthony for everyone.
Oh.
That's
cute, but I won't say a finalist.
Adorable.
Wow, you're tough.
Steven Singer doesn't play games.
No, I wouldn't say that. Too.
He wants a green room for us, and he wants quality songs.
Exactly.
The next one is the weird
Now
one.
you got me pissed off. That would have been so great.
What?
If we would have done that and flown
You know,
everybody
right.
in, we would have had a whole.
That would
a
take
whole
a guy
day.
with a brain that's running the
that
channel.
would have been, and it's not that expensive.
The
Just
middle
fly
management
people in.
guy's going to come up with something like that? Are you crazy?
That would have been a great live show. We could have videoed it.
Oh, come on,
Yep.
Steven. That's too smart.
What the?
Now you're talking like a crazy person.
They have 3
What
guys.
kind of budget we got around
You ready
here?
for this, Steve? They have 3 guys that oversee the channel, and not one of them could come up with an idea.
What kind of budget? What's going on here?
We already have a name for it.
What?
Bagel stock.
Bagel stock.
Would have been great.
Roll. Here's Yoshi in Tampa. I remember this one.
Yeah.
This one's a bit strange.
Join us weekday mornings from 6-ish to 10-ish with Greg Hughes.
Because I was trying to figure out water on vacation. Water's pretty fucked up if you really start looking at it. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you really, like, all right, you think about water for maybe a minute. But no, now think about it for 2 minutes, for 5 minutes. Try to think about water for 10 minutes. It'll fucking freak you out.
Yeah.
What is it? It doesn't make sense with the rest of the shit that we live with.
And it's 75% of the planet.
Anthony Cumia.
The molecules slow down. In water, they're like, whoa, they're all fast. In gas, they're like, wah! And then in water and liquid, they're kind of like, whoa! And then in solid, they're like, brrr.
And James Norton.
Man, the fucking I told you. Water's, if you look at that water bottle, it's invisible.
Well,
yeah.
And don't forget to tune in on Saturdays for the Joe Rogan Experience on the Opie and Anthony channel.
It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck your mother.
Why would he just... He's trying to help Rogan out? Rogan doesn't need the help. All right, no to that.
That's a loser.
It's strange, though,
nothing.
right? That was
Entertaining, but a loser.
That ain't nothing.
Matty P, another finalist.
I love Opie and Anthony. I love Opie and Anthony. I love Opie and Anthony. Yes, let me show you how much. Channel 105 Sirius 26.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, another loser.
No.
Okay. This is Joe Liga, it looks like.
Opie gets the lube, Jimmy pumps the ball. It's a cockroach party.
I mean, I personally don't think it's in contention for the win, but it's fucking fun. Because the voice, the way it says, at the end, the way it says, cockapati, it's fucking funny, man.
He sings like Patty sings.
Oh, yeah, there's a good one. Cockle party. It's a cockle party.
The next one is Josh Howell.
You know Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton.
Oh, no.
Travis, Alan, Danny, and Roland, Troy, and Sammy. But do you recall the most morbidly obese one of all? He rocked the shit, dick, fat fuck. He's a lazy piece of shit. And if you ever saw him, you'd know him by his huge bitch tits.
Oh, Jesus.
All of the other assholes.
Don't look over there.
I'm trying not to.
Piggy boys. They never let poor E-Rock have his hoagies and his shitty toys.
What's going to be more uncomfortable, Joe Piscopo or this?
Oh, boy.
Someone in studios making believe
Oh, Lord.
they have email to read.
Oh. Is this entertaining to you in any way?
Yes.
Not you.
Oh.
Yeah?
You all right with this? What do you think?
Boy.
Listen, I love it, but I tell you the same thing I said before. I don't like it because it's Christmas, and I want to hear it all year round. It's not going to be evergreen.
Oh,
we can
very
play
good.
the other ones all year round.
Very good.
Yeah.
The next one's from Ron Abulafia, something like that.
You know what Sal's production piece should have been?
What?
I'm a pea-haired cunt. A pea-haired cunt. I'm a pea-haired cunt.
See, I've learned not to laugh over things like that, so they'll be isolated well.
Wow.
I'm a Pete. That is fucking funny, man.
Wow.
All right. The next one is from Scott T.
Don't make the panda angry. Just don't do it. Just stop.
It's a purring cat. Yeah. I mean,
you gotta love this Sal voice at the end.
funny.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop.
And then finally, this is the last one, believe it or not.
All right.
Sal's a
Javier.
faggot, choking a dick. Sal's a faggot, open up in radio show.
Why are these in this?
I would like to know.
Sal's faggot, choke on a dick.
Pick the top 17.
But he's just
You guys did.
he's just snapping.
Yeah.
Sal's a faggot.
Sal's a faggot.
That's it, Steven Singer.
All right.
So you got,
I like
you got three.
Number 1, number 4, and
Right.
number 5. I either have to hear them again or get some help here.
And the last one also rhymed. Let's keep that in mind. Maybe we want to throw that one in.
You want that one to win it all. How about we take a break and Steven Singer will announce the winner after the break?
Sounds like a plan.
Why don't you grab Steven Singer with the disc and have him in another studio listen one more
listen to him
time.
again, yeah.
And then we make love.
And then we make love. And then we talk to Joe Piscopo. And then me and
Oh,
Jimmy.
can I just sit here and watch while you talk to Joe?
Yes, you're
Piscopo?
welcome to
course.
stay.
I just want to see your faces.
And have a donut.
Oh.
And then we go see The Hobbit.
Yes, Opie and I are going to see The Hobbit.
I think we really do have to leave a little early.
Yeah,
to
we
get
do,
there.
because it's a 3D film. But I want to get seats because it's going to be a crowded thing, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be.
IHateStevenSinger.com.
Sirius XM. Follow the Opie and Anthony Show online. Facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. Twitter.com/Opie Radio. Twitter.com/Anthony Cumia. And Twitter.com/Jim Norton. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Sure is. Steven Singer in studio from IHateStevenSinger.com. He's got $2,000 for the finalists of the O&A Jingle/Audio contest. And standing by, Joe Piscopo on the phone, Ant.
Yes.
Oh! Yes. So Steven Singer, during the break, went into another room and really took it seriously and
did.
focused. And it's time to announce the winner.
All right.
Can we do third place first?
Okay.
You know, we'll do it all fancy and shit. What number was in...
Number 4 in third place.
Wow. Number 4.
Track 4.
That means George Huckus, third place with...
Peter on the board like I run the show. Hoagie in my mouth, hoagie in my mouth. He rock army nigga. He rock army nigga. Fat boy in the seat, bikini girls on the screen. Coke floats in my cup, Coke floats in my cup.
Third place, and you get nothing.
No, we're going to hook up third and second place. We're going to get them some gifts. Come on.
Breaking
Come on.
news!
We're going to hook them up. We're going to get them some gifts.
Very good.
All
Okay.
right, second place.
Right.
And this was tough. Sam and I went back and we talked about this. I can tell you the logic, but track 5.
The second place?
Second place.
Second place.
So how do we do this? I guess no one remembers, so this is second place, the runner-up.
Yeah.
Had enough of this palaver.
Ron Roof.
Let's get the show on the road.
Jam. Jam. Big jam tits. Jelly. Big jelly tits. 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 Big jam tits. Big jam tits. Big jelly tits. Tits. Big jam tits. Big jelly tits. Tits.
What now? What now?
Everyone's dancing.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, the only reason
Yeah.
is that in the logic was there was a couple of other E-Rock songs, and the Fatty Piggy that's in the back, which I love, which makes it for
Yeah.
me, you can't hear it over the air. You have to remix it. If he mixed it and that was more out front, that would have been my winner.
Wow.
That was close.
Wow, a technical error.
I'm just telling you, that's my
We need
logic.
him a judge for everything.
The judge gives a
He
reason.
takes it very
I'm telling
seriously.
you. And number one.
For the $2,000, courtesy of IHateStevenSinger.com.
Here it is. We've all waited this long for it, the build-up. What is the winner?
Wake up, you radio wizard, the show's begun. Get up, you radio wizard, even though we know you'll get nothing done. Come on, you radio wizard, the show needs you here to kill a bit. Let's go, you radio wizard, you magically turn everything to shit. Here comes the radio wizard is on his way. Here comes the radio wizard to take all your hopes and dreams away. Radio wizard, what a fucking douche.
Oh, wow.
Now-
A lot of controversy.
Roland was singing along and doing the windmill in the other room.
Wait, why is there controversy?
Controversy. People
are mad.
I'm saying no, fuck this. That's the luckiest motherfucker ever. The other Radio Wizard one was better.
Which one? The since he was
not catchy.
Since he was a young boy.
Oh man. Oh boy. Well, the decisions are final.
I think Steven Singer took the contest very seriously.
I think Steven's decision is a good one.
Not only, and I'm going to put that on my website. When they click on O&A, that's what they're going to hear first.
Shit.
He's so proud.
Because I love it.
That's Andy Schroeder.
Right.
Andy Schroeder wins the $2,000
Right.
courtesy
And
of IHateStevenSinger.com.
And second and third place, we'll give them each $500. What do you say?
Wow.
There you go.
We'll hook them guys up.
That's our fucking gifts. He's giving our gifts
I
away
know,
today.
right? You get
That would have
nothing.
been the money you spent on us today.
No, I would spend much more.
And I'll tell just to make the other guy feel happy,
Yeah.
I'll play like both Radio Wizard jingles like 19 times on the after show.
Oh, wow.
Anyway. So
Right.
that way everybody will be happy.
Beautiful. Well, I want to thank Steven Singer for
Well,
stopping by.
this was fun.
The great Steven
Now,
Singer.
next year, when we do this contest, I want to have it out. Let's book a place.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to fly the guys in
Okay.
a whole day of fun festivities. We can watch these idiots do it, right?
These idiots.
I mean, these listeners, these
That'd be
fine
fun.
listeners. No, that would be great.
That would
That'd
be great. And you got to talk to Scott Greenstein today.
I will talk to him.
Maybe if he hears it from you, he'll finally
All
realize.
right, I'm putting my seatbelt on. I'm ready for the next interview. I'm
Well,
gonna
that
sit
would
here
be
quietly.
the great Joe Piscopo.
Oh,
Joe.
Boys, how are you?
There's
Hey.
Joe,
Joe
Piscopo.
Piscopo. It's
we
been
know
so
that
many
voice.
years, sir.
We know that voice.
I wanted to come in and see you, man. I said, I'm out here in Jersey. I got to get on a plane. I'm
Sure.
going out to Arizona. I said to Roland, let me get on a plane. He said, I call in, but I want to come in and say, I miss you guys. People go, Opie and Anthony busting your chops. How long have we known each other? Since the Eisenhower era?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a long time.
That is a long time.
I want all your people to know
Yeah.
I was there when no one else would show up. You guys, when you couldn't get arrested, when you got arrested, I was there every time.
Joe.
WAW, is that where it first?
Yes.
Joe, we saw your Showtime special there.
Yes, Club Piscopo.
Club Piscopo. It's a very great concept you got going on.
Are you still living in Jersey?
Yeah, I am.
Are you from Jersey?
Anthony, I need a consigliere, Anthony. I need to talk, going through all the women problems now because I'm a single guy at my
Jesus.
age for crying out loud. I know. And then Roland told me all the trouble you went through. I said, oh my God, but this is.
It's Roland telling tales out of school. What's he doing?
He is. No, he was very.
Roland's a rat. Whole family of rats.
Hey, Joe, what happened with Kimberly? You had a song and everything about her.
Yeah, I know. You know what?
And then it ends with domestic abuse. What the heck's going on in Joe
Jesus.
Piscopo's life?
Language.
I know. It's unbelievable. No, it was like, when you run off with the babysitter, you're going to have problems. I mean, what can I tell you?
Yeah.
It took me, it's right. I thought This is it. I'm in for the long haul.
Oh.
Okay, this is great. But man, I'll tell you what, it has been just a wild ride.
Has it?
So, and now I watch the song. I can't. And you know what? I deserve every bit of ridicule.
You know, Joe. Yeah. What did they have to bring that song up in court and be like, oh boy, that look at what he did.
Look at this sap.
Oh man!
I thought it was I actually liked it as a song.
Really, Kimberly?
No,
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Kimberly.
Listen, we know each other long enough. And Jim, how are you, man?
Hi, buddy.
We know each other. We know each other long enough to tell you under the career category of what the freak was I thinking.
Yeah.
All right, he's owning it. He's owning it.
He is owning.
How many
owning it.
good years did the babysitter give you before she took you for everything?
Yeah, you know what? We were together almost 20 years.
Wow.
Good for you,
that
Joe.
long?
We got three kids, but since I broke up, wow, man. Right now, like I said on the show, I got a child at every exit in New Jersey.
Oh boy.
How old are they?
You know what? I got 13, 10, 7, and Joey's like 67 now. You know,
Ah,
I'm
boy.
telling you, it's like,
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, you getting that young pussy now that you're single?
Ooh.
Hey, watch. You know what's so funny? I'm trying to keep it nice with the language.
Of course. You talk to a different. Yep.
I know, and I love you guys. I really do, and I miss you guys. But
sorry.
you know me, I'm like a dinosaur. I always try. So you mean these?
So what do you like to call
Right.
it? Skirt? Are you chasing some young skirts?
Yeah. I got to tell you, and Anthony knows.
Yeah.
When
Can
you're
I have him in the studio every day? He loves my shit.
When you're older, what's that, Joe?
Sorry, Joe.
When you're older, the chicks, they kind of dig it. It's interesting.
Oh,
Joe.
Wow.
Anthony, when you look like we do, you got to take what you can get.
Well, you know
He really wants you on his side.
you know, Joe, the cash don't hurt.
Yeah, but you got
You
a
know.
good body though. Was that Schwarzenegger story true?
Yeah, everything he did. Was it too caustic? Was it too caustic for? I love Arnold.
I remember,
No, not at all. But then
no.
you said
Joe,
in person he came in and said that.
I remember when you used to do Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
That's a great impression.
I like that
You
one.
used to do that one.
When I listen, when I started working out, and again, it's a long story. I want to come in and see you guys. We'll sit back, we'll hang out, and I'll say everything.
Yeah.
No, I know, because it's too long. But it's like when I would work out, Arnold was there. He was great. He was always so supportive. He was supportive, man.
Yeah.
He would walk over. Think about in the day.
Okay.
Terminator days. He'd walk over to me, and I'd be working out, and we'd just be Arnold and myself.
Wow.
Kimberly would be spotting me, and I'm spinning.
Oh,
and then
boy.
In Arnold's gym, listen, we're in the World Gym in Venice, California, the sweet smell of the Pacific, mid-morning, working out. Arnold would look at me, he'd raise his head, he'd look at the weights over my head, he'd go for it. He was like freaking great, you know, he was so supportive and everything.
Who is that?
But
Yeah,
now that
Arnold.
But now,
Wait, who said that? Joe, we missed something.
Arnold,
Who
yeah.
said that?
That was great.
Say Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, what did Arnold say?
He said, he looked at me, he said, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go
Yeah.
for it. And then when I did
Arnold
the show
said
on
that.
the
Yes,
show,
Arnold Drummond.
when I said, hey, at least my babysitter was good looking.
Yes. That's a funny line, Joe.
She was a mess. his
And
babysitter.
Joe, you know, I know you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry so much about offending anybody like that.
Yeah, you just gotta-
Arnold is he knows
he knows you're a comic, and it's like
yeah.
when you're doing a set, you're just kind of peppering in little, just like lines and stuff. It's he knows you're just kidding.
Yeah, pepper it in, right? Exactly.
What do you think of the special and how it came out, Joe?
I know. Say what?
What do you think of the special and how it came out for you?
You know what? It's what we do. I mean, I would have done it live. I'd rather record. I would have shot it live. I like live, but then and I would have kept it tighter. And you know what? We'll talk off the air. I said, you know, the Showtime people were great. The New Wave people were great.
Sure.
We had fun with it. The band was great. You know, the
Oh, yeah,
we go around
yeah.
the country, you know, we go around the country doing this stuff, and I
Really?
try to keep it clean. And I do the retro shows now. And I wanted to plug too in Scottsdale
Yes.
tomorrow night. I'm at the Talking Stick Resort, which is going to be a blast.
The Talking
We go
Stick
out-
Resort in Scottsdale,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Only the good places for you, Joe.
Joe Piscopo.
Scottsdale, Arizona, tomorrow night. And you're JRZY Joe Piscopo
That's
on
right.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I got to tell you something too.
Yeah.
You know what? Ever since you guys start getting on my case, which is again, I know you, I love you, and it's all part of the game. It's great.
Of course.
Joe's
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice guy.
Everyone knows we're just
So
fools.
I
Joe's
go-
a
listen,
great
so-
guy.
No, listen. So I
wonderful
go on
guy.
Facebook. I do the Facebook thing, which works. Then I try Twitter because I'm like an old bastard. So I go, okay, well, let me just do this Twitter thing. We'll get into Twitter. So I just start getting on. Holy God, they get so vile on.
Oh, you gotta, Joe, you gotta watch for that. Don't let it bug you. We get abused like that every day of the week on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Ignore that haterade, man. Ignore it.
Can I say this? If you see, and to all my good friends out there, Facebook friends, and they listen to you, man. I'm there saying, Joe,
I
we're
bet.
looking forward to listening to you on Open It. Listen, on Facebook, and then even on, they tweet me the nicest things, but there's that 3 or 4 psychos. You know?
Oh, yeah.
There's always a couple, right,
3 or 4.
Joe?
Yeah, thousand.
Hey,
right.
Joe.
Psychos.
I hope they didn't misrepresent what we were saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe, when you were in AC, did you guys shoot one show or 2 shows?
2 shows. No, this is funny. They go like this.
You for Showtime, you shot 2?
2 shows.
Oh, you did?
Wow,
Oh, okay.
yeah, okay.
So we shot.
What do you do with the good one?
Yeah.
We nail it. We nail it. And Jim, you'll appreciate this. First show killed it, man.
Yeah,
Standing
yeah.
ovation. It's great. I'm going like this. I'm going. Showtime's there. The New Wave Entertainment's there. This is great, man. So I walk off stage, stripping wet. You know, I'm like
Sure.
the Wayne Newton of comedy. You know, I'm going, hey, this is it. Here it is. You know.
Right.
So I walk off stage. And I go to Brian Volkweiss, the producer. I go, like I look in his eyes, like, yeah, we nailed it, right? He goes, you ready for notes? Like that, ready for notes. I go, notes. I haven't had notes since Saturday night.
What?
Notes.
Right.
What do you mean
Yeah,
notes?
no kidding.
So you know what though?
Screw the
In the
notes.
old days,
You know
I was-
best.
I was,
Yeah.
No, I tell you. Well, you
Yeah.
know how Roland gives you notes.
Oh, sure,
Roland
sure.
sure does. What?
Yes.
He's got to give us notes. We don't understand what he's saying. Yes.
Yes.
Funny, right,
No,
Joe?
so listen, so then
What notes, hey, Joe? Let me ask you. Like, what? Like, he's like an exec producer. What kind of notes does he give the comic? I'm curious because I know
Suicide
Brian.
notes.
it's a great. No, that's a great question, guys.
It really is.
What was one of the notes?
And why did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
read them?
You know what he wanted? You know
What?
he wanted? More stories. I said, but I don't want to talk about people. They said, no, you got to tell stories. Talk about Jay-Z. Talk about Eddie. I said, they've heard me talk about
I
Eddie.
know.
Yeah.
I liked when you were talking about the band, Joe. When you were talking about the band, that was good. Yeah, I liked it.
You know, those guys are good, too.
Gave
And
us a little insight.
I didn't know you played so many instruments.
You know what? I don't know how I did it, but I kind of accidentally reinvented myself when, you know, I go out on the road. It's just a matter of survival, man. You know,
Yeah,
if I was
sure.
funny like freaking Norton, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus.
Like that.
I know.
But you're a working comic. You get out there, like you said, a blue collar kind of comic that's out. You're always working.
Baby, that's exactly right, man. I'm a working stiff. I got no trailer. I got no trainer. I got no $20 million a movie.
No.
Paycheck. I go on that stage and I sweat my ass off for the crowd, man.
Exactly.
So that's what I did, you know. So yeah, we shot a second show. We shot it again. I told more stories. We put it together, and it's just something different. But that's what I do when I go out on the road. We
Sure.
live orchestra. Everybody, guys, everybody's doing tracks now. They're doing tracks. I bring in live musicians with me for crying.
Right. Yeah, it's got that big band sound. Sure.
Hey, man, it's groovy.
Hey, Joe, you used to do, I remember some of your impressions from SNL. You used to do that David Letterman. That was a good one.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, we do that on the show.
You got a little Letterman in your
You do that
right
in the
now? I
show.
know it's early. I know. You're waiting for a flight and all, but...
It's the laugh, man. It's the Letterman laugh. It's oh my, we're having more fun than humans should be allowed. Phone the neighbors, wake the kids. This is an extravaganza you won't want to miss.
No, really, do it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yes.
Letterman.
Wow.
To this day, he's brilliant. He's the most brilliant of
Oh, yeah.
he is
We love him.
certainly
We
the
love
best.
him. That's
The older he
fantastic.
gets. But it's fun. But Anthony, tell me about the divorce. It was bad?
Oh, it was many years ago, thank God. But Joe, it wasn't a pleasant experience. I'll say that. But you know what? Once it was over and done with and out of the way, time to move forward, move ahead, and you know.
It doesn't stop in New Jersey. You never get divorced. It just keeps going and going.
See, you know what the problem is too. You got the kids with her, so you're going to have some kind of contact with her all the time. I didn't have any kids with my, so I haven't seen her in forever, thank God. And I've been able to, as Opie says, chase that young skirt.
Yeah, I'm keeping it clean for Joe.
Yeah.
Anthony, it's more like he's chasing diapers.
You got to be respectable. Hey, Joe, why the obsession with
Go
Jersey?
for the babysitter. Go for the baby.
No babysitters.
No babysitters.
No babysitters for Joe.
Yeah, you got to hold on to the mobile when you're coming.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, come on, Joe Piscopo. Let's keep it highbrow. Hey,
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah.
why the obsession with Jersey?
Well,
Where does that come from?
I think because I was brought up here and everybody's got that work ethic and
From
that,
Bloomfield, right?
Yeah, Bloomfield, man. I was born in Passaic, brought up in Bloomfield, then went up to West Essex High School up there. And I got to tell you something, the people here have an integrity, but it's New York as well. You know, it's like, because after the Sandy situation, guys, and I'm telling you, and we talk about Twitter, you know, and the pain in the neck it comes.
Oh, yeah.
Language.
It was great, but it was great through Sandy. It was great. We stayed on it. We told folks where you can get gasoline, where there was power, who was going out. I'm telling you, guys, it was the way Jersey, because you would think, Jersey people go, hey, I'm not going over there. I got power, you don't. Well, kiss my ass.
Right.
That's the attitude. But it wasn't, man. We all joined together. And I'll tell you, the good folks in Staten Island, the good folks in New York.
It's too bad you didn't have a beach house.
Yeah. Yeah.
We went down the shore, and we didn't get that bad, but the northern Mantoloking got hit really bad, you know. So, but it was just a pride the way we all joined together.
Yeah. And most people don't look at Jersey like that. They think it's every man for himself kind of. To see Jersey pull together like that,
they're great. They're great. They're a great state. We all know it.
Yeah. And
man, and
yeah,
the work
Joe.
ethic is great. And then when I check it out, boys.
Yeah.
At our age, when I watch Bruce Springsteen,
Slow down with the our age shit. Now you're getting me mad.
So, listen,
yes,
Bruce. 3.5 hours. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Springsteen?
No, what? How old are you now? 70, 72?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a home run.
Chip, we have Chippison here.
I got to ask Joe, what did we do to you that you just hit us with a low blow there?
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I was going to say, because I just I think I got you guys. I'm the old guy.
I know, exactly, Joe. I think we deserve an apology from you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so
sorry. All right.
I'm sorry. You know, I mean, you guys, I've known you guys forever, and I wanted to...
Forever, Joe. Forever.
I know. It's okay, Joe. We're on good terms.
Hey, Joe, can you do some Sinatra? That's your benchmark there. We all know it. We'd be flattered if you did a little Sinatra. I know you don't have the band and all that.
A little rap.
Maybe a little rap and a little a cappella Frank Sinatra.
I do like that.
Oh, man, I'm just a cat who sings. I dig hip tunes. I sang for kings. I sang in saloons. I got the world on a string. Some might say you can do your thing. Just do it my way. There we go. Yeah, like that. See? It's like a Frank rap. Or, uh-oh. What happened?
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
What? I lost you there, guys. Hello? Oh, that's so big.
Hello.
Wait, I lost you guys. Come back to me. Come on. What happened? Hello? I got you there? What happened? Hello? Yes. Hello, guys. Hello there. Come on now. Where are you? I got you? Yeah, they don't. What?
The Opie and Anthony Show is pretty much over. This show will be available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. After ONA Live is next.